Yes, I am the Lord.
Twitch needs to stop lying.
Y'all ready for bits?
Look at the spinning vinyl.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? Sorry, I had to deal with a little bathroom accident from one of the animals, so I was a little late, but it has been addressed. Now I gotta set up my tablet. There's the community. Canvas, thank you, Six. Oh. Abe, thank you for those biddies. And Felix Umbra, thank you for 49 months. What was Twitch lying about? I seen those labels you did. Hero and there were some others. It was like classes. So this is our canvas, and we've got here's the community. So it's split up in this grid, and we've got hopefully y'all can see this. Why won't my dude, my mouse will simply like not. Well, Synergy will not is really the problem here. Fuck off, Synergy. Yeah, we got this grid. Villager, hero, villain, creature. So those are the themes for each grid there. So anybody who wants to jump on that community board, it is there for you. Fuck, dude. Oh, I know what it is. God damn it. I wish this application was just any good. That'd be great. I need to really, truly investigate a better mouse sharing software. Are you serious that I still can't fucking switch desktops, dude? Okay, there we go. Lordy, lordy, lordy. All right. Let me join up with the crew. Hello, hello.
What?
Hello.
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 How y'all doing?
Doing
Great.
good.
How are you?
Ah, All right. It's been a week.
It has.
It has indeed.
Tonight we no think about week. We think about art. Tiny
Yes.
brain.
I am the Lord.
Only think art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, thank you for letting them know to read the labels.
Holy
'Cause
shit, Goofy.
We're doing
35 gift
the
subs. God damn.
town theme. What are
Thank
what
you
do
very
we
much.
say our theme is?
I think like the first one was gonna be just a village.
Absolutely
kind of thing.
insane. Thank you so much.
By the way, we're just like
Holy shit, Ko,
designing.
your screen's covered in emojis.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, so the community one is like there's a little prompt in the bottom. You got your villagers, you got heroes, you can have villains. I guess you could also consider a villain an anti-hero, whichever. And then you got creatures, because I know not everyone wants to. I mean, also you could draw like bird people or cat people. It's D&D.
I'm drawing Scamble Shags.
Anti-villains, you can draw anti. Look, you guys follow your dreams and draw whatever you want, as
And
long
it's
as
alright if it's all Krog.
it's all, I'm imagining there will be at least some Krog drawings on there, or Krog creatures.
Manry
Ooh,
said
What are
I'll
we
draw
drawing again?
anti-villagers.
a village of Krog. Lily, I just want you to know there was this music video in the like 80s and 90s called Opposites Attract by Paula Abdul, and one of the oh wait, you know this song,
I know
Ko?
this thing. I know this thing.
So I'm looking at Lily's picture, and the character she's drawing looks like the cat in that video. Hang on, I'm gonna get you a link right now. If anyone in chat actually knows what I'm talking about, I'm excited.
I would look on top of the aquarium box or look on the windowsills.
It's reminding me of, but hang on, it also could just be brain sleepy. Let's see, abstract.
No, it's definitely.
You getting the
similar.
vibe?
Yeah, the vibe.
You
is
getting the
there.
vibe?
It's definitely.
I
She was,
had to
she
switch
was-
browsers, and one of you has my layers.
I have only my layer.
I have
All right, hang
layer
on, I'm about to-
8.
Someone has layer 11.
Hang on, I gotta get a good picture of this boy.
Not me.
He is quite a cat.
It's showing no one owns that layer.
She was gonna fuck that cat. Double click the layer, Pat. You can probably just take
There you
control
go.
back.
Hang on. Trying to get a good picture of this guy, but he is
certainly is something. He's got like
What?
the flat buzz cut head.
Yo, or you see a picture of him? Look at him. Look at this lad.
What? No.
Yeah, like I think Manny posted a gif of him.
Beautiful. Amazing.
You're only allowed to
You
see
almost
him
covered up my
for
drawing,
Yeah, you're fine. It's all
0.3
good.
seconds though,
Don't worry about it.
due to copyright reasons.
I listened to the song again, and the lyrics are really dumb. It was just like
It was the 80s.
I make the money and you just slack, but it's okay because opposites attract. And I'm like, that's not okay. It's not. No. She's like you smoke and that's a fact, but opposites. I'm just like, this is dumb. No, don't let him be a slacker. Doesn't mean. Anyway.
Don't
So
let him
weird.
be a slack. What?
Yeah, don't. Well, no, she's like, I do all the work and all you do is slack, but that's okay because opposites attract. It's like,
Oh, right.
yeah. It's weird.
It's that internalized patriarchy, you see.
It's weird. I keep
Gotta
forgetting this is
overthrow
not
it.
Clip Studio. There we go. Anyway. So why are
That's
you
a real
drawing
grabby
your real...
hand over there. Who's drawing that one?
It's Coast.
Oh, you're
Oh,
drawing
that's
that one
me,
over
yeah.
there? Nice. You working on your anatomy?
I mean, that's way over generous.
Dude, it looks really
I
good.
just drew a
You got the
frog.
muscle structure.
That's all I have is frogs for brains.
I see that. You should get that like screaming frog. That like famous like ee frog.
Screaming frog is a search engine marketing tool. That's not what I'm looking for, Google.
Oh, Google. Am I? There we go. Hey, I need to put my music on to vibe too. It's weird to draw without any kind of music. There you go. Got it. Oh yeah, so I finally watched Soul the other day. It was interesting. It was pretty okay.
I liked it a lot.
Oh,
I
did I
li-
I
miss
liked
it?
its message.
Yeah, did I? I also pinged you when we were watching. Um,
I was there for Great British Bake Off, but it got so late that I passed out.
yeah, it's all right. It happens. Time zones are weird. I like
Yes,
Soul.
that's not okay. I missed out.
What is that? Oh, I just saw like on the side of my screen, I saw two round orbs, and I was like, oh no. Oh, okay, never mind. It is what I think it's gonna be. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
We're drawing the. He's drawing the frog with the ass.
Ah,
Let's
yes.
not explain that to the chat.
We'll just, it'll when chat sees it, they'll see it. But yeah, Soul is good. I think somebody I don't want to spoil any of it, but it definitely does have like a more old like if you liked Inside Out, I think this is kind of in a similar
Oh
like
no.
thoughtful vein. Like
No,
in
it's like Inside Out, but for like adults. It talks
yeah, that's
about
what
like
I'm yeah,
it. I don't want to say too much about it, but it really tackles things about like
your
I
purpose in
guess
life.
meaning of life,
Yeah.
but
Yes,
in a
I am the
more like
Lord.
adult manner. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's something that like kids won't understand because it's really only concepts like an adult would understand.
It's something that yeah, adults can relate to it a bit more than kids can.
I
Like
know. I know almost nothing about the film, except that I feel like it's some of like the stuff that I've seen has been the characters, and it looks like some of the best character designs I've ever seen.
I like the designs a lot. Especially
Yeah.
there's this one character you meet later who she's like the lead sing. No, she's on the trombone. What'd she play? Sax, right?
Notre
What'd she
Dame, thank you
play?
for 70
She
Anyway,
played
bits.
the trombone.
trombone. And I loved
Yeah.
her design so much. I liked her
Yeah,
design a lot.
I've loved watching the progression of Pixar's character designs, particularly in the human space, because I feel like throughout their history they held back except for Toy Story. I think they realized during Toy Story because they made Andy, right? And he's like
Yeah.
him and Sid, I think, are the only full humans that you see.
Well, there's that
And
birthday party scene, and his mom kind of gets. But yeah,
they kind of do the Charlie
those are
Brown
like the
thing with
two.
her, don't they?
Wah,
Where
wah,
like,
wah, wah.
Yeah,
well, you
kind.
see
Miss
her
Yeah,
from
I
the
Bellum.
think
like neck
so.
Miss
down.
Bellum, where they don't show the head.
Like
Miss
Yeah.
Bellum from
the parents from
Powerpuff.
Cow and Chicken.
Yeah, and
Oh God.
the thing was is
Although
like those were not good humans. They hadn't figured that out yet, and then they kind of backed off of it. I think until
The Incredibles, basically.
Incredibles.
No,
Yeah.
Probably
no, wait.
till like Toy Story 2.
No, no.
Was
Was
it
Toy
Incre-
Story 2
Incre-
before Incredibles?
I
Yeah.
I
think
believe
so,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the gap, the
And
the
that-
difference between 1 and 2, like the people really came together.
Oh yeah.
Like the characters were really good in that. But now, like it's insane how far they progressed. And I'm gonna be mean to DreamWorks here again, but like DreamWorks and everybody else, they like everybody kind of adopted the same exact like, oh, this is a cartoon 3D human. We've got it. Boom, we figured it out. And they all look like
Well, to be fair, like
Hotel
the How to
Transylvania.
Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon and Shrek, like that, they had realistic humans in Shrek, and then with
right.
How
Well,
to
that
Train
was
Your
so.
Dragon,
Shrek was also very
somewhat
early
more
too, though.
stylized. Yeah.
And I think that it's kind of similar, but I think where How to Train Your Dragon landed is where pretty much all the other, like everything else landed. It's kind of the same place. They all look like kind of plasticky. They look like dollar
Yeah.
store off-brand figurines, like plastic toys.
I just
Yeah.
like the characters because like Disney has this thing for making almost all main character girls have the exact same facial features. Like they experiment a teeny bit with the guys sometimes, but the girls all look like they belong to the same family tree. And they're like,
I
"Oh,
mean,
but
The
their
Barbie
nose is
doll
considering
like
syndrome.
yeah, it's like, oh,
considering
but
that
her
the
nose is slightly smaller." And I'm like, oh my gosh, if you basically, I've said this before, if you remove their hair and just had a silhouette of their body, can you tell the difference between Elsa and
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel? Yeah.
You're exactly right.
I mean, to be fair, they are royalty. They're all probably related and inbreeding.
It's honestly true for their 2D characters as well, up until like Pocahontas when they started to go kind of wacky. But it's only wacky in style change. Like Pocahontas doesn't fit the mold of everything else because like as soon as they went back to having a princess again, they went back to the same shit again.
Yeah, like all those like early 2000s Disney movies like got
Ex-
really weird with style, and it's a shame that none of them financially did well because they're good.
That's why I
Excuse me,
like the
best princess is Cusco.
Yeah.
Change my
I mean, I
mind.
didn't deny that at all. I agree. It's true.
That movie is
But
very
I
good.
think what I miss about a lot of the old like the 2D Disney was they experimented with designs. Like look at Hercules and compare that to like Atlantis and then compare that to like Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid's kind of like what we see nowadays. But it just feels like they don't really experiment with different styles. They know they have one, it's recognizable, and they don't like to really go outside of that box.
I blame Frozen.
I also don't really I still don't think of Pixar and Disney as being one thing, even though they are. I feel like the movies they
They're
didn't.
definitely different studios.
Yeah, they maintained a separate
sure.
style as well.
Mm-hmm.
We watched.
Disney, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
We just watched Coco the other night again,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that
and
I cried when that movie came out. I don't think I could watch it again for a while.
it's got some tear jerky moments for sure. Yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. It's very good. It's just very good. But upon this rewatch, so like Coco was one of the ones I never felt super strong about at first. It just didn't really grab me. Kind of like Brave was another one of the Pixar movies that didn't quite like. I don't know why, but it just didn't
I mean,
hit
Brave
me.
was
Well,
lost
Brave
potential.
isn't their great. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm like comparing to the ones that like hit me like a truck, like Finding Nemo or
Uh-oh.
the original Toy Story.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You know what I
I
mean?
forgot. Monsters Inc. was another one where they did humans.
Monsters Inc.
That was
was
before.
crazy. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's right.
true. And
Right.
I
they were
forgot about
Uncanny
Brave.
Valley-ish.
So long.
I mean, it was just the one kid said it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. But so I compare Pixar to their own stuff over and over because they've had so many that like hit really hard. I still can't believe that Toy Story 3 and 4 both turned out to be good. Although 3 hit really hard.
Oh god,
That
3 hit
ending.
me so hard because I just graduated high school and I was going off to college.
Oh man.
So that really hit me hard. Oh, and I grew up with that shit. It was just like it was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Ah. Like I grew up with it. Oh, no.
God,
Oh, it's so
Wally
much-
as well.
I love Wally. It's one of my
I don't
Oh
know,
favorites.
yeah,
Wally's
Wally.
I
amazing.
never really gravitated towards Wally. Maybe
I
because
love
I
Wally.
watched the first time I watched it was on a really crappy pirated DVD, and it just stuck. That negative experience stuck with me.
Indonesian black market. Had it again.
It is like a Pixar movie has to really come out swinging to get me real good. And I think the trouble I had with Coco
But what
was
about Cars, Co?
fuck cars.
What about Cars?
Obviously, fuck cars.
Co wants to fuck
Terrible.
cars. We heard it here first, chat.
Fuck car.
Manri said Kushel.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow.
Can't watch Cars. Hurts me on my very soul.
Yeah. It sells toys.
I've never watched Cars 2, and I don't think I missed out on anything.
I watched
I
one
never thought. No, I did too.
and got
Cars
little out
1
of it.
is really boring, honestly.
Cars 1 is a movie. You can say that about it. It's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the trouble I had with getting into Coco, I think, had to do with that the family dynamic really put me off hard, because it was so. It's like a contentious thing. It's sort of abusive,
It is.
and I tend to get into like a cynical pit with those sorts of things where it's like. I don't like how they set up something that's totally unreasonable and it feels super abusive, and then it's all supposed to resolve itself by the end in a way. that
Manri
never
said it's too
happens
real for me.
IRL.
Like the way his grandmother treated him and his interest in music is, yeah, that
Well,
sucks.
the contention is the whole point. Like, and I admit, like, you have to have the story. What makes it feel abusive to me is like the premise of why. Oh, not at all. I disagree. When you've got, if you look at it outside of the context of the movie that needs to have a plot that drives it onwards, you've got this unreasonable, irrational thing that they're then forcing on another member of the family to the degree of destroying things in front of them that they care about. If that's not abusive, I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
is.
like the destruction of someone's property. That's the abusive part. Yeah.
And well,
It's like
also
not-
the continuing like gaslighting of like, oh yeah, well you can come back to life, but only if you never ever play music again. Like it's not his problem. This is your problem. This is your. What the fuck? That really got to me. I hated that so much.
Yeah, I think that's just an aspect of some families, and that I'm just like I just don't relate. don't
Yeah.
relate.
Well, the
with
thing is
Manry
like
here, it's too real for me.
for me, that story just doesn't like. I just can't meld with that story. Like for me, if it were on that level to that degree, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm fucking out of here, and I would just that would be that. Like an IRL culmination of that kind of a story. I think often in life is that person just ends up going their own way, because typically people
Yeah.
like that don't change.
Yep. It's like, oh, family sticks together, and here you are pushing your family members away and punishing them for not fitting your expectations.
I made it kind of dark, unfortunately.
No, I agree. It did bother me about the movie. I still love the movie. And oh, by the way, everything we're discussing is like in the first half hour of the movie.
Well, even when we get into the spirit world, like the spirit world family is kind of like ah.
Meanie.
Hey, so going back, this is kind of off topic, but kind of not. But you had mentioned bootleg videos a minute ago, so I just thought of a sort of funny story. But a couple years back, I went on a cruise with my family to the Bahamas, and we went to this marketplace, and they had like all these cute little like purses and stuff. And I was taking pictures on my phone because I wanted to show my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, "Hey, do you want any of this?" And then like one of the like store owners was like starting to come towards me, and my mom had to pull me to the side, and she's like, "Yeah, those are bootleg. Don't take photos. They don't like that." Because it was like illegal selling of goods, and my mom didn't think to warn me ahead of time.
You stumbled into some shit.
I did. Yeah, she said like there was a guy like literally like about to grab your phone, and I was just like too busy texting her to be like, "Hey, look at this really cute like little necklace that they have."
Oh God, we gave Vera an existential crisis.
Huh?
Oh,
Um,
that was about the Coco stuff. Let me
oh
let me
yeah.
clarify, by the way, before we because we can just move on from this. We don't have to talk about this forever. But I'm not saying I think that the movie is bad, or I'm not even saying that I think the story is bad. Like back at the beginning, I said I had kind of a cynical view on it. I also think it gets to me a little bit because I had kind of a weird transition from living at home to going to university, where I was raised on music, right? Like I was in piano lessons from like when I was like 2.5 or 3 until all the way through high school, and I played guitar and whatever. I was really into music by the end of high school, and I wanted to go to a music university. I wanted to go further with music, and the same people who made me do so much music that a lot of the time I didn't want to do, but they forced me to, then wouldn't let me go to a music college. And it's
Oh
just,
God, Co.
ugh.
That's like I see that so much in Asian communities where they force their kids to excel in all areas, including music. But when they happen to be passionate about music that they were forced into, that same shit happens.
Yeah, I care a lot about passion, and I have trouble with stories about it getting quashed by other people. It immediately gets my ire up. Um,
Yeah.
but that said, it is a very good movie, and it's a very good story, and that's just a me problem. Just to be clear.
Yeah. Huh? Oh,
Well, what
this
about
reminds
people
me.
with passion for the Cars movie?
They can like that movie. No one said they can't. It's just
This
They're
it's like
not
we
they're not
talked
old
about
enough to talk yet.
but it's
mm,
like we were talking about a little bit ago about the new Soul movie is not it won't resonate with everyone because some of the experiences you may not well for one you may not experience it or you may not have experienced them yet. There's some stuff in that movie that I'm sitting here like, "Oh no, this hits me a little too deep."
Yeah, I really
and,
want to
and
watch it for that reason, actually.
speaking of people being passionate about music, I had a friend who wanted to be a doctor, but her mom wanted her to be a musician in like a bizarre role reversal.
Weird.
Yeah, she ended up being a lawyer. It was she was discussing it, and we were just all so confused.
Don't force your life
Oh, I
on
got you,
your
Sheen.
kids. Don't do that.
I
Don't force your
actually
kids to live out the
I
life you want.
remember seeing Coco and not watching it again because I felt like some things did hit too close to home because I think there was some stuff that made me kind of reflect on things that I had to deal with as a kid. And it
Mm.
kind of was like, I'll have to come back to this later. I don't know if I can watch
Oh
this.
no!
What the heck is this? Oh God. Oh
No!
God. What is
No, get
happening?
away!
Oh, there's a fight
Oh,
It's
happening.
he's
just it's
petting
just
him. Oh,
scritches.
he's petty.
Oh.
Little back scritches. Look at his face. He likes it.
Me when I pet a cat, and
I
I
thought he was
also turned into an
attacking
anime.
him.
I want to say I did this for an embarrassingly long time with a smooth cursor, not realizing that no one could see what I was doing. No one on Earth except for me. So I was petting this cat
Oh.
for way longer than you realize.
Oh yeah, you have
Oh,
to like let it go
Yeah.
and then release it.
You
Yeah,
have to do frame by frame animation.
it's
Yeah,
true.
frame by frame.
We want to start on our. I think Clark's already on the town. Are you drawing a weapon?
Yeah. I couldn't think of any cool cat or people.
Oh, I'm drawing a fox berserker.
Oh. Oh shit, we were drawing cats?
No, mine's a fox.
Quick. There we go.
yeah, my frog is definitely a cat. The most anime cat boy.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Thanks, you did it for me.
There. All is well.
All is well.
Why is there a tiny little high up here? Nobody can see
Don't worry
that.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Why is that there? No, it's gonna. Why?
That's
Why? I'm having an existential crisis. Who says hi? Who is this mysterious person?
gone.
Don't worry about it.
Manri
Oh.
said, have you touched the Monster Hunter Rise demo?
You touched the monster.
No. Is that on Switch or something? Because I don't have any consoles set up at all.
Manri said yes.
Yeah, I haven't got my Switch set up or anything. We're gonna be in disarray for a while yet. Got no furniture, man. Everything's still in boxes.
Oh,
Wait, really? Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's nowhere to put anything.
Just sit on boxes.
just make box couches.
Just make
You
box.
should just do forts. There's forts everywhere. Everything's a fort now.
Just box forts.
Get the blankets out. Get the pillows. Sit on the floor. Just have a picnic.
Did I tweet that out? I don't remember. You reminded me. I think I took a picture of all the boxes in our previous residence in the garage, and I said something like, "Is this one of those millennial box forts?" Because I think I'm funny, but I'm clearly not.
Excuse me, that's not a fort.
Hey,
that's
I
my
just
house.
laughed. I just laughed.
You're
at-
just humoring me. It's okay.
No! Oh, stop self-deprecating yourself. Go.
That's my main form of humor.
You need it in this times. In these troubling times.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm surrounded by people who are so fucking funny that I have to rebalance because everything
Bring him
everything
down.
No, I have to bring I don't know. I have to bring myself down further or something.
Manri
I see
said,
so
"I'm
many
sorry,
funny
Co."
things all day long.
I was gonna say, yeah, you had to be around Chiblee. That must be some serious anxiety to live up to.
Can't.
And then Manry made it all about him.
fierce.
Manri said you meant Manri.
Yes.
So what are the rules here? How does this work? What are we doing? What's the?
I think we should. I'm gonna. Let's get a PNG. Everyone done?
Yes.
Why is my pen pressure not working?
I love this character, and I love this character,
Wait. Oh,
and
Those
I
are
love
good
this
hacks.
character.
that's good stuff. Where's your
love this
character? I
character.
like your character.
I erased him.
Oh, you didn't even let me take a picture of it.
sorry.
That's
Oh yeah, let's
yeah.
might be able to bring him back.
undo. Yeah, there you go.
There he is. Let me
Yeah,
uncat
okay.
him as well.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh,
I got the cat.
can't.
It's fine. It's beautiful.
It's a cat now.
Beautiful, beautiful lad.
Got him.
That's
Manri
Mustafa,
said you say undo.
please.
I say crew. Undo.
Mew.
Okay, he got
Because
him.
it's cats.
Slowly said the thing undo.
Yeah.
Credits.
Alright.
Yeah.
Time to get
So
rid
I
of-
think we should start out by kind of laying out the roads just a little bit, so we all connect, I suppose. Cohesive.
What's cohesion? What is that?
I have an
don't
idea for a
know.
road. We just do this. Hold up. If I can actually pick a layer.
There.
Where did you go?
Hey,
You're
there's
so
the road.
quiet.
See, the road goes up. Like
What the fuck?
this, Like this.
What are you
What the hell?
typing? He's writing
Is this a
frog.
joke?
He's writing
Are
frog.
you making
He's
fun
writing
of us?
Krog.
Undo Krog.
Well, we should have a city center. So here's the center. And then we have things
There are more
roads
options.
branching off.
Are we gonna do an isometric perspective or
No, top-down view.
just top?
That's
down?
oh, look at that person holding up their hands in the air. They're so excited.
Fuck, dude. Now that I've said it though. Oh
What?
man, we should
What?
do
What do you
this sometime, but with an isometric grid. Imagine, right? So
Isometric
Yeah. So, please, Clark.
I admit.
You always try to undo, and there's no,
There's not enough undo.
not enough undo.
Oh, a long
So-
time ago, there used to be
Oh,
challenges
I
where
see what you.
we drew on an isometric map and we all had like one grid and we had to draw a house on it. We've talked about this in the past.
Oh, you've done this already. This exact.
Some-
So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like, we draw a city, but it's all like,
I-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And then when you want
I
to draw
get
like
it.
behind, you have to maintain the 3D. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
it has to be behind the house and yada yada.
I've
And then
never
we could.
drawn isometric.
Then you do like the roads. You know what I'm saying? Like here's some sidewalk. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another day. Another challenge.
Yes. Look at that.
There used to be,
Ooh.
when I was younger, there used to be like challenges. I'm trying to see if I can find the pixel art for it, but this was like back in like late 2000s. So, but let me see.
Those are
Isometric
adorable.
Pixel. I'm trying. Is this it?
You know, we could like just make the outline for the town here and then try to transfer it to an isometric at a different date.
We could. We could.
Could.
Yeah, isometric's hard.
I can't find it, but it was. They were
Pixel
really
art.
That's
cool because
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Mhm.
That's Raiden
No.
and Vamp.
look at that butt.
The boss battle. That's shortly
Oh, they pixelated the
before.
butt.
Is that before or
Mhm.
after Emma? I think it's right before what happens to Emma.
I think I triggered something within Co.
I know Metal Gear.
What's terrible is I looked up Kingdom Hearts isometric first, and that's what popped up.
Good.
Oh yeah, here we go. I found something similar. So, get out of here, you. So then, like, everybody had like a grid. Yeah, see, and they put their name on it. Oh, I cut off. But you can see everyone has different styles.
Oh,
Like this one, I don't know who any of these people are, but like you can tell some people have like their lines are more like colored, and some have like darker line art.
Yeah.
You
And
you
it-
know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of when y'all do that those Minecraft servers for the donations for the Minecraft marathons. And, like
Oh,
you float
yeah,
up and you
those
look and it's got them
plots, yeah.
gridded off.
Yep.
Yeah, lots. Yeah, lots.
Or, you know, it's like those like Minecraft maps that you can look up online
Yeah. Yeah.
where
They
you
generate.
can kind of look at a server map. Yeah.
Yeah, those are most often they're isometric.
Yeah, I've always loved looking at those.
There we go. That's another one done by different people.
Look
So yeah,
at the
they all.
Kirby.
That's so cute.
Aw.
Yeah, you
The
see
grabber
what we
takes
could
the one thing.
what we could do is instead of just having a regular old grid, we could have the road prepared ahead of time.
Yeah.
We'd use that as the grid,
Yeah.
and then we just pick plots and draw little stuff in them.
And it would
Yeah.
make it a lot easier
Like
for Six to make the community canvas too, because we can just use the same grid.
It's true.
Nice.
Because wait, what? I missed that second part.
We can use the same grid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you go on DeviantArt, you see like more on there. It's pretty cool. Oh, I like this idea. They have like a mall thing going.
Oh, that's great
Ooh.
too.
I like the little robo.
Oh, this isn't a mall. This is a laboratory.
Or a lab, yeah.
Look,
Well,
there's
I mean-
military busting in and shooting people, and
Oh,
Look,
is
there's a
this guy over
DeLorean.
here? He's gotten taken over by the big
yeah,
monster.
this is like kind of Half-Life-y.
Ignore the news.
And
Someone's
there's
really
there's
cool.
a DeLorean.
There is
They're
a
ready to go
DeLorean.
back.
Yo,
in
guys,
time.
we can make our own Fallout base.
laboratory.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, is this
Big
a,
ass
is this
hamster.
That's a
hamster?
hamster
That's a
Oh,
big ass hamster.
connected to wires.
Oh no, what are they doing to that poor hamster?
Wait, is it a hamster or a guinea
Wait,
pig?
Oh, I
This
just
guy-
came back.
This guy's flipping us off. Look at this.
Yes.
What game is this?
It's no game. We're just looking at fan art.
Okay. I swear there was a
Okay,
game with this art style that was really
I
popular.
gotta be right back. I gotta feed my cat.
Feed 'em.
BRB.
Okay, we start without her. Good.
She's got to theme her cat?
Feed.
Oh, feed. I thought she was going to change the whole aesthetic. I got to theme
her
my
cat.
cat.
Her cat won't be. Her cat's gonna be orange tabby now. Anyway, okay.
She's gonna change her name from Bebop to
Rocksteady.
Yeah.
What is this circle? Whose is this? Oh,
That's
okay.
Willie's.
Okay. All right, I got an idea. All right, hold on, kids. I got an idea.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Me with my 4 IQ. I have four brain cells today instead of
Okay.
2.
That's awesome.
Hold on. Okay. You actually can't see what I'm doing at the moment, but don't worry, I got you. Symmetry ruler.
I have an idea, too.
Yeah, don't
anybody
worry
remember
about don't chat's gonna haters are gonna say it's cheating.
No, you
Haters-
want to see cheating? Look at the canvas.
Okay, hang on.
Everybody had that.
Did
rug.
everyone have this rug? It feels
Yeah.
like everyone did.
Everyone did. That is the one to ride your little Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels on.
Yeah. Beer isn't a person. Apparently.
Because he's an alcoholic drink.
Wait, what? What's happening?
Don't ask questions.
Okay. All right, hold on. Almost.
What?
Oh.
Sito.
What?
You
Sito.
did not.
See though.
What happened?
Look in chat.
See.
Okay, hold on. Almost done.
I'm just mad I
I've
didn't think of
always
that
wanted-
first.
I've always wanted
See, I
to
was
do
thinking-
an isometric kind of like ooh.
Like that, yeah. Except I think it's the line art's too thick, but like something like this where it has like the plaza and then like we'd all have like a spot over here.
Yeah.
Would that work? Okay.
I like
Let me make it less ugly. Hold on.
But I've always wanted to make like an isometric design of like Silent Hill with like simplified.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with like Raccoon City and all the horror. Cat, please get off my lap. Go over there.
Oh yeah. This could look a little bit like the Chinese Imperial, not the Chinese, the Japanese Imperial flag.
Oh, does it?
Wait, isn't it 8 points? Or is it
Oh.
6?
I don't know. Wait, how many of us are here right now? There's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 of us. Okay, hold on. I got an idea then. I got it. Don't worry. I'm using another brain cell for this. Don't worry. I'm on it.
6, you're gonna run
Heck
out.
yeah.
Hang on. Wait, what? Okay, hold on.
I like your little monster car or monster truck here. And it's
That just
gone.
reminds me of that movie that came out like Monster Car.
Monster car.
Did anyone, y'all ever,
Monster
you guys remember the movie Monster House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
God,
that being constantly advertised on Nickelodeon for like a year.
It's
I don't
so
remember
ugly.
that.
It is.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
ugly. It's a good movie, but it's just so ugly.
Oh well, it doesn't help that this is the first thing that pops up when I look it up.
Oh God.
Oh
Why?
god.
Why?
Who does these pastes that we don't even have enough time to process with our brains?
There.
What are you talking about, Code? There's no
Okay.
paste at all. You're just imagining things.
Ah!
Like someone like color in the
Okay.
teeth with black. I want to know if it looks better.
Okay. It's not pretty, but at least it's doesn't look like the flag anymore. I think maybe I don't know. Here, wait, where the heck is Matt? There you are. What the heck? No. Yes. No.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit uneven.
It is uneven, but I figure. Wait, hang on. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thanks, Clark.
Let me see. If I put it in here, let me see. I'm gonna check. It is uneven.
Just leave ones, two.
I mean, what town is truly even, though? What town truly is even?
This be true.
This town can be even.
All right, hang on then. Okay.
I don't want to do anything because there's something special happening behind you, and I'm just waiting.
I am terrified because I can see this on my upper screen, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, stuff is happening. Okay.
You know, as someone who just had some major oral surgery, I feel targeted.
All right.
Oh,
Get it out of here.
no.
Get it out of here.
I was the one who put it there, so I can't.
That's just a piece of corn, not an actual tooth.
I can't even.
Oh,
eat
someone's
corn.
being cool.
Get it out of here.
Why? Why?
Oh wow!
Wow, that's really good.
Oh wow.
Hell yeah. We did
That
it.
was like when
We
we
did
the whole time.
it.
Okay. What are Lily and Co doing?
I'm gonna share that as a PNG.
Why do we even need photos when we have Co and Lily?
I think 6 also got in there a little bit.
I did not get to draw anything in there.
Okay, then just
I
go
am
and
I am working on this grid.
Beautiful grid.
Beautiful grid.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, almost done. Okay, so
I like that we had the same idea.
Well, I thought 6 was drawing it. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna get in there.
oh my god.
Oh no, no, Manny, no.
Damage? No, God. Oh no.
Damage?
You seen the Joker movie?
No.
It was
Joker,
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Especially no.
I can't stand these. I always watch them, think, oh, maybe this one will be good, and then I just get upset.
No.
Just go back to Batman and Batman Returns and be happy.
I do like those movies. I do like.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Just watch
all
the animated
4.
series.
I do enjoy all 4 of those movies. Those old Batman movies. Just because
My dad used to put them on all the time.
I have a box set.
I don't know.
I think I've only seen one of them.
Or I'm about to paste this thing. I don't know if this
The
is
first
any
one.
better. It's
Nice.
damaged. Good. Fantastic.
Damaged. That's how you
So-
know
so then-
he's bad.
You can have a little shop
He-
here
he
and then
looks-
a shop. Why did
Sorry.
it cut off on the end? What the heck?
That is
It's
weird.
fine.
I mean, this is just. Oh God, no. Oh.
I have deleted it. It's gone.
See,
but not forgotten. But see, it's just like we don't have to stay by these grids. Like it's just templates to be like, yeah, this is where like roads could be. And
yeah,
then like,
so multiply it. So that makes you the grid underneath, I suppose. Yeah.
Hey, Manry,
You're
can
an
you, can you do me a favor and paste that last picture in here just temporarily?
uh-oh.
Just for a sec.
Co has requests.
You'll understand momentarily.
I think I have an idea.
Okay, can you bring that to the top and then make it a little smaller?
Oh no.
But anyways, I have issues with Jared Leto.
I'm so scared. Why are
Leto's
these things
Joker.
happening? Why?
My favorite Joker is always going to be Mark Hamill's.
Well, of course.
A little smaller.
Oh no. Why?
Okay, I guess we
Ma-
got what
I
we
think
got.
Mandarin's having issues moving it up.
What is happening?
Our Manry robot's having processing issues.
Manny, do you need to shut off and
Reboot.
can you turn back on? Reboot? Are you plugged in?
It's probably magma. Here you go. Here you go.
There it goes.
All right.
There he goes.
Please get Jared Leto's horrible face out of my.
Why? Why is this happening? I don't
Wait,
understand.
how is it? Is it like this? Oh yeah.
I had a.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's it. That's it. You can get rid of that now. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here as long as everyone else is. Won't be probably for much longer.
Oh wait, what about this? Hold on. Wait, there's 6 of us, right? Hang on, this wouldn't work then, because I
How
saw
many
this.
times are you
popped up.
asking that question?
My
It's in your
brain. I said I had 4 brain cells earlier. They've already stopped working. Okay, look. Yeah, because this wouldn't work because there's
6 be like, listen.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, we can do this somehow.
That's nice.
Yeah, we can do. Let's see here. There's 4 grids.
Oh, Lily's got like a thing going on there.
I do. I have
Yeah,
ideas.
so-
Lily's
Someone
like, I'm here
draw
to draw.
a bunch of building shapes, and that might help me a bit. Because I don't really know where to start.
Well,
Here,
like
here.
there's here. I'm just gonna like post a couple of.
There you
I'm gonna put this down here. Okay, and
The
then
trouble with top down is he just draw roofs.
You can be creative with the roofs.
Creative.
Yeah, just look at.
Yeah, look at that.
If you ever look at like Disneyland from the top down, they made sure they had the hidden Mickeys in there.
I'm just posting like different ideas. Oh, sorry. There you go. Like it's kind of like these are just kind. If you, I'm probably gonna take like one of the smaller ones.
I'm gonna go in here, top right.
Okay.
I got this bottom left.
I guess I'll take the bottom then. Yeah, I'll take the bottom. I have an
Oh,
idea.
there's frogs. Ooh.
I'm gonna draw the.
Manry said, "Here you go, Pat."
Nice. Oh, those are like
What's-
views inside.
Oh yeah, without the roofs. What's the era?
Manry said, "Just rip the roof of it."
Rip the lid off.
What's the era we're going for? We're going for modern times.
Kind of going fantasy, personally.
I'm going fantasy. Yeah.
Fantasy?
One of these days, my pen pressure will come back.
Oh no.
You know better than that. It ain't ever.
I'm gonna do like a messy sketch first. Get an idea.
Oh, it worked for a second. I wish Geeka were here. She would have good ideas.
Yeah, I think she's having trouble with sleeping, which I know that feeling all too well. So,
Everyone in the house except for me has gotten really weird with their sleep schedule, so I spend most of the day waiting for them to wake up.
mm,
I mean, mine ain't great either, but man,
sleep schedules are hard.
yeah.
Oh yeah, before I forget, since I'm getting into a vibe. Here you go, kids. Since I'm sure some people need the link to the canvas. There you go. That's the right one. Yeah. God, if you click on one
Screw drawing circles.
and you see this
There's a
map,
shape tool.
You click on one and what?
oh, I was gonna say if you click on a link and you actually see this map, don't draw on it. That was me being dumb and posting the wrong link. I mean, I didn't, but if I do,
She did no such thing, but she did it. So after our last stream last week, I actually sat down and watched that Carmen San Diego show on Netflix,
Oh yeah,
and it is really good.
Oh, good.
neat.
Yeah,
I watched
and
like a bit of it, like the beginning part of it.
it does have a lot of, or not a lot of, but a little bit of the educational aspect of it. Like when they go do a heist, they talk about some interesting facts about the location and everything. So yeah,
I still can't forgive them for thinking Borobudur is next to Jakarta. It's on the other side of the dang island.
It's okay.
Manri
You
said
can't-
I started working again, so
It's a
all I see are
geography
drawings
show,
of
though.
burgers and Monday I will be directing the filming said burgers remotely.
Nice.
Wait, are you gonna control a robot that controls the camera over the internet?
Manri said I just tell the camera guy to do it again via Zoom.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Manri
I
said
watched
more
Cobra
cheese.
Kai. That was the other one of the other shows we were talking about. It's pretty. Me and my friend only got like 7 episodes into the first season because we got fatigued from binge watching too much at one time. But it's pretty good so far.
Nice.
That's cool.
It really is
Manri
about
said that cheese
what
isn't
happens
photogenic
when
enough.
two idiots from the 80s hold a grudge for like 30 years.
it yeah. Mannery talks about the cheese. What's so funny about that to me is that my dad has done heating and air for a long time, and he's done some on commercial building. And he did one in some restaurant where they were taking pictures for the menu and everything, and they asked him to come out there and use his torch to heat up the food so it looks better for the picture. But, it's just always
Yeah,
been such
that's a
trippy.
tactic.
Yeah, it's always been such a trippy thought every time I see those pictures. It's like, yeah, somebody just used an open flame just to make it look better.
It's like makeup, but for food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like a whole industry of like food stylists.
It's just so fucking weird to me.
And using like glue for milk and other stuff because when you're taking photos and stuff, it takes a long time, and the food's gonna start looking bad after a while.
Manri
Surprised?
said that's
So it
fake
makes
news.
sense, but it leads to this thing where people make food look better than it is. Sorry, Kyle.
What?
I cut you off.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm surprised they needed anybody to heat anything up because the photography lights, I think they typically have the opposite problem. Where the
don't
lights
remember.
are like melting everything.
That's a good point.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been so long since I heard the story. I don't remember all the details. He probably doesn't remember all the details. He probably.
Manri said legally we're not allowed to fake food that is actually in the product. If it's a pizza, it has to be real cheese all the time.
Oh yeah, Man Reed works in advertising. I forget that a lot.
Well, what about those exposés, Manry? They're like, this is how we do it, and then
This is
they show you a bunch of stuff that contradicts what you just said.
Manri said fake news by Tasty.
Really? Interesting.
God dang BuzzFeed.
Can't trust the fucking internet, man.
Internet man.
Yeah, don't trust him.
Internet man has like Florida man vibes, but worse.
Lily, this center circle looks like we're about ready to summon something.
Yeah, I was thinking like it's just like slates of like stone that they used.
Manri said, but when I filmed vodka commercials, we used fake ice cubes because we don't sell ice cubes.
But you're doing it wrong, Manry. You gotta sell those accessories.
Well, all I know is I really would like to eat the food that McDonald's has on their menus instead of the food that they give me.
Ugh. Yeah.
That's,
Yo,
that's not the
I
same burger.
am really inspired by the isometric idea, and it made me think of another thing I'd like us to try.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot us.
So,
In the head.
Just fucking take a gun to our face.
Take us out. If you don't like the idea, shoot us now.
so we do the city thing, and that's the outside. But what if we did RPG rooms, like old school RPG rooms?
Oh, so like a D&D mat.
I was thinking more like old video games, like old RPGs, where they have an isometric view or whatever into a room,
Kind of
and
like
it's
the
like populated, like Super Mario RPG, or just hold on, I'll just give an
Oh,
example,
well,
like we always
you're
do.
talking to a non-gamer,
Hold
so
on, I got you. I got
I
you.
think I know what you're talking about. I just don't want to seem like a total idiot.
I think I know what you're talking
Just
about.
hold on a second. Hold on.
It's funny you bring that up because, like, just today I was retweeting a bunch of tweets of like someone redesigning one of the Pokemon regions from like the Game Boy era and making it. Well, it's not just one. It's not just one person, but like making that region look way more detailed. It's not isometric, but it,
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you know, just like cute little rooms.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Almost like that Metal Gear Solid one
Yeah.
I used, but better.
Yeah, not like this. This is pretty bereft of anything. But that's, I mean, it was a Super Nintendo game, low resolution. But I was just thinking that could be fun, right? Like it'd be like the silhouette game, where we could already have the dimensions, and we all get the same dimensions, but we all draw our own like details of what's inside.
I like that. I like that
Interesting.
idea a
Okay.
lot.
So we design our own room. We're going. What's the game called? Animal Crossing.
Right.
Well, actually, that's, in Animal Crossing, the only one I've ever played, which was this recent one, it'd be kind of similar like that. We have our outline of a room, just in an isometric viewpoint.
Pretty much.
I like this idea. I'm
And
down
there's
for it.
lots of games we could take inspiration from, but I don't know, there's something dollhouse about the way RPGs back in the day used to do it, particularly JRPGs, where
Yeah.
the room is just floating in this void. But I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
liked that. Something about it. It's like a diorama.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
That-
oops.
Well,
I've been recently watching a playthrough of Persona 3 Portable where they had a downgrade because they like moved the whole game into the PSP
Mm-hmm.
instead of the PS2. and they did that exact thing.
They
Like-
I've actually played the original PlayStation or the original Persona 3. They had that same sort of vibe to it. Yeah. Oh, Mega Man EXE. Yep.
I mean, all the first few Persona games were all isometric before they moved into 3D.
Actually, that raises the question: is there a 3D isometric game, or
Yeah.
has that? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I guess
There's a
I've just
lot of
never
them.
seen one.
It's
or
a
just
common.
never paid attention.
It's a common style. I mean, it was obviously very common back in the 2D days because it was like a sort of, it was a way you could do a pseudo 3D look, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a useful tool.
Wasn't it like the original Doom game, like fake 3D? They just used 2D
Yeah.
aspects and they just.
I mean, from a
I don't know
technical
how-
point of view, as a player, you don't feel that at all because it feels.
Isn't
Yeah.
it all?
But
Isn't
it's
it all
just like-
technically fake?
It's
Sorry.
all technically 2D, yeah, which is mind bending
I d-
to think about.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think about like how the fuck does that work?
I have not done one myself, but it's a ray casting engine, and I feel like if you understand the way that works, then it all makes sense. But being told that on its face is like absurd.
Yeah.
6. I don't quite know what you're drawing, but it just looks like a meteor crashing down.
Oh,
I think that's a forest.
yeah.
But like if you scroll out, it looks like a meteor just coming down.
Oh, excellent.
It's the moon.
Yeah, it's the moon.
Majora.
This is the
But
lack
I'm
of
gonna
If
guess-
I
respect for
talk to you, I don't
this.
want to cross-talk them.
I'm gonna
That's all.
guess this is a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that just made me
There's
want,
like
really
a-
want something. Sorry.
This looks like a temple or something in the forest right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 We lost them.
we went into our own secret code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Gerp.
Oh yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't
Derp-a-derp.
really thinking about it, but like Diablo 3 is isometric.
Oh,
it's a fully
yeah.
3D game.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um,
you're right.
There's a
I've never played Diablo, so that's probably why I never thought of it.
there's a lot. There's a
I'm
lot
just
of
an
them.
idiot, so I guess that's
You're not an idiot.
I didn't.
I think Divinity Original Sin might take an isometric perspective.
It kind of does. Yeah, it does. But it's 3D. You're right.
I'm trying to see if I can find any like modern takes on the cutesy RPG style with like a room floating in the void, but I can't.
There's
find
like
it.
some like roller coaster tycoon style games, like spiritual
Manri said
successors
Disgaea.
that are.
Disgaea or Disgaea.
Disgaea. Yeah. Disgaea was good.
I like how both of you said that two wildly
Disgaea.
different ways.
The original
Disgaea.
was good. I
Yeah.
never really was able to get into it after that, but the first one is so wild.
I used to love that game. Played many hours on my DSi.
Yeah.
Good memories.
That game was older than the.
Well, no, it was ported to the DSi.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it originally came out on the PS2.
A lot of good games came out on the PlayStation, and then a lot of bad games.
And Disgaea was kind of a knockoff or progression from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Tactics, yeah. Tactics I had fun with too.
Tac-
Kind of,
Go on.
yeah. It was kind of like it was strategy based and it was turn based. Well, it was strategy turn based, which was
Yeah.
fun because like at least with Disgaea it kind of gave you like an idea of the move you were playing. If I recall, Tactics was a little bit more difficult, and if you made a move and you screwed up, it didn't warn you.
Yeah. Well, the other thing with Disgaea, what made it really good was it had these stupid open-ended systems that were insane, like the multiplicative properties of things, like being able to throw enemies into enemies and then they
Yeah.
combine. Holy shit! There was so many
What?
strategies to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sold on this game.
And
Yeah.
you
just from
could
that
and you could
description
stack
alone.
you could stack on top of your party to get to like areas faster.
Yeah,
And then there were
Sorry.
combo
You mean like you
moves.
just get on each other's shoulders and
Yeah.
just get
yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I have a screenshot like right in front of my face.
Oh.
Actually, hold on, I'll
Clark,
show you.
just so you know, the whole series is on the Switch.
Yeah.
might have to
Oh.
get that. I just got I've just been playing Digimon, so I will definitely I need more things to play because I'm about towards the end of it.
Here we go. Here we go. Look at
So,
this. Hold
Uh,
on.
I was meaning to tell you something. I found a whole.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's
Ooh.
full screen,
Oh.
but there's a stack of
Oh.
characters.
Ooh.
I like that
discovered a
style,
whole
too.
thing of lost media the other day
I
when
saw
I was looking
that.
at Persona.
Yeah, I saw you talking about that in the
Like,
Discord there.
Holy shit! There's all these games that never came outside Japan. You can't get anymore, and they have like canon story.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I found out there was someone who was on YouTube who did posted like playthroughs of it with translations next to the footage, but he took down his channel because of some controversy, and that's a shame because that shit's just gone now.
Yeah. Yeah, what can you do?
Be upset about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Final Fantasy had a lot of that too. There's a lot of mobile-only stuff that we just never got to see.
love this sprite art. Sorry, I was drooling.
Yeah, Disgaea is very good. One of the things, like with the throwing enemies into enemies, what was incredible with that was like the power leveling shit you could fucking do. Holy shit.
Oh yeah,
Like-
you can make yourself OP.
Oh yeah, because you would just find like, okay, I'm gonna find an enemy that's really defenseless, and then a map where they just show up a lot, and then you throw them into each other and into each other and into each other until you make this. So what happens when you throw them into each other is they combine, right? So it multiplies, and you keep adding them together until you basically build a boss. And if you build something that's super high level, but super weak, when you kill it, you get a fuck ton of experience. So you just power level.
Jeez.
I love it. And 6, is this all from the first game?
No, I think these are from the 4th or the 5th game. Let's see, those two characters. I think that's the... Oh gosh. I think it might be the 4th or 5th. I can't tell 100% because the graphics are... They went more with a vectory art style for like later ones,
Yeah.
as opposed to the older series, which has definitely had a bit more like pixely look to the backgrounds.
Yeah. Yeah, those are definitely later ones, especially if they're widescreen, because the original couple were 4:3.
Yeah, like I think this is the second one. Wasn't there another series done by the same studio? Oh gosh,
Atlas?
I can't. Yeah, hang on. And it had like a girl with green hair. Hang on. Hang on.
See, I like our streams not because I get to draw with you guys, but because I learn new things that I get to check out later and enjoy.
Trying to find what the other game was that they did before Disgaea, but it had like the same art style. I could probably just search games by Atlas and that would... Oh, Bravely Default I think has a similar style. Oh wait, no, they mostly just have like... I don't think you ever go into rooms. No wait, you do go into rooms.
I do really like that isometric room in a void. It's just nostalgic.
It's an
Yeah,
aesthetic,
yeah,
man.
it's got a feeling. Yeah. It's just Just too good.
Yeah, it was like this, and you can't really move the camera. It's just
Yeah, Bravely
Yeah.
Default is a beautiful game because it's got painted backgrounds that are just to fucking die for.
That's painted. Holy
Mhm.
shit!
They all are.
I've only ever just seen the artwork of the classes. I've
Look
never
at that.
actually seen the game. Holy crap!
The original, the opening city in Bravely Default is mesmerizing.
Holy
Holy
crap.
shit.
Yeah, beautiful,
That's
beautiful
so
art.
cute.
I hope the second game's good, but I'm hearing some people say it's like lesser than the original.
Look at that little town. I remember that town.
Oh.
not a lot of people talk about Bravely Default. It's always surprising when I find other people who are like, "Yeah, I played that game." I actually never finished it though because there's a part in the middle that gets a little repetitive, and I never finished it.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about because I got to a certain part in Bravely Default where I would always fall asleep while I was playing it. And I
Yeah.
never got past that.
There's a particular part that a lot of people end up stopping on because it's purposely repetitive and it's very spoilery, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to go that route. There's a different route you could go, but it's not the true ending.
But
Oh,
those
and you got
three
get
last
the true ending.
those last three screenshots there, the way that the game worked is it would switch between those backgrounds as you move through the town. So when you were
Yeah.
leaving town, it would go to that bottom one that's the full pull out. But when you went further in, you can see like on the bottom shot, you can see the road bending. The top one that she put in here, so the third one up, that's the bend. So it would zoom in on that. And it's just really
So-
a beautiful game.
So
really-
is it like
Go ahead.
sorry.
Go
Is
ahead.
it like Final Fantasy VII where it was like a
Yeah,
drawing
yeah,
like
yeah.
with
2D
a
backgrounds,
superimposed over like 3D
collision.
collision, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because it could have been like they made the buildings in the style of that, and it looks very convincingly like a photograph somehow, like a painting somehow, which is honestly not impossible nowadays with shaders.
I
It's
think
just-
one of my favorite thing about Bravely Default was the fact that um, it was similar in the sense to like older Final Fantasy games where like your main character could be any class. But what was unique about this one was that you had so like let's say you start off with like a basic mage class. Well, later in the game you might meet like a sorcerer character and they have like moves that maybe are more like powerful, but you have to defeat the person who holds that class in order to get that skill, to get that class. And every character can be any class. Like there's some that they're obviously better at. Like one character is definitely geared more towards have like mana, and one is definitely more tankier. But you could basically give them all like thief class if you want to just get a bunch of money.
There's always been I've always been of a fan of classes that could like take abilities from enemies. So when I first found out that you can do that with what was his name, the Blue Lion guy from Final Fantasy X.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
will
that-
rend you asunder.
yes, yes.
Brother.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Kamari. Yeah, thanks, Boo. But that was like the holy grail for me. I was like, oh, they listened to me, and I never even said it out loud before. It's fantastic.
Well, my son. They also had that in Final Fantasy 9, 8, 7, 6, and probably 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, not 1. But I definitely know in 6, I mean, one of the most famous things about Final Fantasy 6 is the, well, I don't know if it's specifically that character, but there's a character that's basically a wild boy.
Bard?
He was like, yeah, he acts like an animal, and I think he
Oh, it's
only
not Bard.
can use moves that he gets from other characters, monsters or whatever.
What's
And-
the
Yeah.
hero of that one? Who's the main character?
Tara was the
Terra.
main character. Yeah.
Tara. Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
and
never
Locke.
played that one.
I don't know if it's him though that suplexes the train engine.
Excuse me.
Okay, all right.
Excuse me?
Say no more. That's
Are we
another
sure we're not talking about
Stutter?
Yakuza now?
Oh god.
Oh, it's Saban? Okay.
Oh my god.
Final Fantasy VI is something else, my friends. It's a great one. Play
I
it.
need to play that one. Yeah.
Truly,
definitely.
truly good. But yeah, it's,
Have you
it's a
noticed that
common
there's
trope.
not a lot of like JRPGs seem to be in a slight decline lately? Like they're still being made. Like there's Persona 5 and
Oh, they're...
Bravely Default.
Oh. Hello.
There you go. Check that shit out.
Right.
Saban,
Oh my
use
goodness.
suplex.
What were we gonna say, Kel?
Sorry, I went into a nostalgia hole seeing that picture. It's so
Yeah.
good. Love that. I
Okay.
love it so much.
I can't believe they didn't remake that game and they were with Final Fantasy VII. We could have seen a true brain suplex in 3D.
Just don't give them any ideas. Or actually give them all the
I'm giving them
ideas.
ideas.
Yeah.
They've been in they hit their peak, I would say, like in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
to
Because
be
like
honest.
Final Fantasy transitioned to being more action oriented over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Every-
turn
like,
based.
I feel like action oriented games sort of started feeling with like RPG elements started feeling that niche of like JRPGs.
Yeah. Well, it's, like with all things, it evolved. The PlayStation was really the pinnacle. Because
Yeah.
the PlayStation was awash in RPGs, as well as the Super Nintendo. Yeah, Suikoden, Wild Arms, Lunar, Final Fantasy, obviously, and then
Chrono series.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and honestly, I think for many, many, many people, the ultimate pinnacle was this 1-2 punch combo of Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy VII. It was like everyone was just fucking murdered by this because it was Final Fantasy VII moved more PlayStations than any game ever did.
Yeah.
It was
And
huge
the thing
blockbuster.
that game has not aged great, but it's
I think
I remember
it's fine, really.
I remember when I was younger, and I didn't have a PlayStation, but I remember going to like the GameStops and not GameStops. I don't even know if there were GameStops. Anyway, we went to the store or the mall, and they had like the game stores, and there was Final Fantasy VII. And it would be like the hit game from Japan that's taking America by like there were actually signs up talking about this game,
Yeah.
and I just felt like I was missing
I was
out.
seeing
'cause I didn't have-
commercials on TV for it, and that was fucking. I was shitting
was
my
wild.
pants. I was like, there's advertisements for a game on TV, and it looks fucking wild. It was
Yeah.
showing those scenes of like Sephiroth ripping the fucking whatever it is, the like science mask off of Genova. And there's like the fluid coming out or whatever. I don't know if anybody knows the scene that I'm talking about, but like, and it was on like awesome rock music with an announcer voice saying something like Final Fantasy VII is the most
Yeah, that-
amazing experience on PlayStation. Whatever. And I just shit my
When
pants
did
every day that I saw it.
Game come out.
like
97.
1999? 97.
Oh, okay.
97 or
I was-
98. It might have been 98, actually.
It might have been in Japan. It was 97, and in America 98, maybe.
Probably,
But
yeah.
but I do know
I
what you
was
mean
a
about
baby.
seeing an advertisement for a game on like traditional TV. It was, yeah, for the longest time that was something that just never happened.
I used to get this magazine from my
I was 6
grandmother.
years old.
Sorry.
Baby.
Very good.
I used to get this magazine when I was a kid from my grandmother in the States. She would always send, she would pay for the subscription and send it to us because she was really cool. It was called National Geographic Kids, and they would always advertise games in one of the sections. That's where that was like the first time I ever saw like stuff like Viva Pinata and the what was the PlayStation camera add-on?
PlayStation camera.
No, for the PlayStation 2, it had like a different name.
PlayStation 2 camera.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I feel
PSI.
like they always just called PSI. Is that what they called it?
Yeah, iToy.
Oh, iToy. Yep,
iToy.
exactly right. You're right.
That's like I couldn't play video games, but I remember I have a lot of nostalgia for that. Even though the magazine was mostly wildlife articles, funny fill-ins, crosswords, and gaming articles.
I I had my Nintendo Power subscription.
Oh yeah, me too.
We didn't get
Manry
that
said
here.
that Pokemon commercial where the bus drivers murders a bunch of Pokemon.
Oh God, even I know that
remember this
commercial.
one, yeah.
Yeah, two things real quick. To be fair, Pokemon is a JRPG basically,
Yes.
and it has had perennial, consistent popularity throughout all of this stuff. But I
just so
feel like
basic.
it's its own. Yeah, it's like its own thing.
It's its own thing.
When it comes to RPG, I don't know. It's not. It doesn't really have any or many of the tropes of all the others, where it's a sweeping adventure.
It has
not
its
that
own
it isn't.
tropes. It doesn't need
Yeah.
other tropes. It has its own tropes.
Mechanically, it is, but like
Yeah. At the core, it's a JRPG, but it really goes its own road in a way that is very different from JRPGs, in my opinion. As somebody who hasn't played Pokemon, so my opinion is very valuable.
It's
I agree.
like you take, you got Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, all those are fighting games, and then Smash Brothers is its own entity in and of itself.
Yeah.
Is how I feel.
I mean,
about
it started its own genre of crossover fighters, which
It-
isn't that big, and there aren't that many good ones, to be frank, besides
Yeah.
for Smash Brothers.
it. Yeah, there's what Smash Brothers, and then the PlayStation.
Yes,
one,
PlayStation. Yeah, the PlayStation,
PlayStation All
All-Stars.
Stars. Blech.
which I feel like if they actually, because I have a feeling there's not going to be another Smash Brothers game for a while. After this one, it feels like it's a good time for them to like take a break and focus on other things.
Yeah, let's Sakurai make like Icarus Uprising 2 or something.
Yeah, but I feel like this would be prime time for somebody to snake in and make the next Smash Brothers.
You mean like Capcom Fighters and, you know, or because like we've already got like a bunch of games with like huge ensembles of characters.
Yeah,
Like they even have
Rivals
one.
Racer,
Yeah.
all,
Some of them are like
Manry said Sakurai's next
ultra
project,
classics.
Vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The man needs a vacation.
All I remember, the 90s were like, okay, so I used to go, like my mom used to go to this gym and they had a Sega Genesis there that the kids played on. And I mean, I was a wee baby, so of course I'm like, yeah, I want to play this. So like I played Sonic and I was like, oh my God, this is great. And then I would go home and see commercials for Sonic and they would just like only show boys in the trailers and they would be
yeah.
like, and then I used to always feel like I was weird because I like these games. And even my mom was like, you want a Game Boy for Christmas, but isn't that just for boys? And I was like, I don't think so. And yeah, it was like weird trying to, my mom would see these commercials and it would just be little like young boys playing. And my little girl self, my mom's like, don't you want to, maybe get something else for your birthday? And I'm like, no, I want to get Pokemon.
Manry
This is
said
like
it's
the-
not called a
Yeah.
game girl Kappa.
Fucking
the reverse
patriarchy.
it's like the reverse of my Barbie story from last week.
Oh no.
Gender marketing is stupid.
I never, we never had that problem. I think just because, like, me and my sister both grew up with an NES. Like, we got it when we were very young, and she liked to play it, so it was just sort of like a given, or I took it for granted that, like, this is not a boy or girl thing. But there were definitely people that had that attitude, for sure.
My cousin had a Game Boy Advance, and so it was never weird.
I got my sister a Game Boy Advance back in the day. One of the white ones.
Everyone seemed to have one of those, and then the DS happened, and everyone had one of those as well.
I was always trying to get my sister on board with my stuff.
Yes, I am the
Like
Lord.
I wanted her to be into, GameCube and N64 and Game Boy and all that.
Well, you got plenty of GameCubes to get people in. GameCube.
I'm talking
Oh, I
about
would like
a
better
GameCube.
do.
It was just
Yeah,
my
too
sister
many.
and I. But my sister was super into playing games. She still is. So she always hogged the console. That's probably one of the
Yeah.
reasons why I'm not super into games.
There is always that
That's
issue.
hilarious.
I also
could-
liked watching her play too, so I was like I'm one of those people that just like watch other people play.
I
as well.
think in our case, I was definitely the console hog, but I was obsessed
Ah.
with video games.
It got worse when she moved downstairs, like her room downstairs, and that's where the
So
consoles
the console went.
were in her room, and just like, can I come into your room to play? She's like, okay, and then she was like always there, just like, I just want to play by myself, but okay.
Right.
I also don't like to play games that like I don't want to die. I get like super anxious and scared.
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing.
So I'm like, can I play on your Zelda game, sister? And I just like run around on Epona. I
That's
like
awesome.
100% completed game, like wee.
Nothing wrong with that. If
We
you're
need to
having fun.
get
No,
you Animal Crossing somehow.
Like I
Somehow.
legit want to get Red Dead Redemption 2
Just-
just to run around the
And
horse
pet the dog.
and pet the dogs. Just
Yeah,
like
bro.
role play my own little game.
Brave
Manry
Brain.
said get Monster Hunter and never die.
Never
Get-
die, yeah, right.
Wait.
What makes me
I
so
feel like you would
upset with
really
this
enjoy Breath of the Wild because it
Yeah.
is just fucking around for most of
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah, but you die a lot.
I know.
a lot of
I-
Not if
True.
you run away from all the fights.
Well, my sister has Breath of the Wild and a Switch, and I think it was like last Christmas. She came over and she let me play. No, it was like Thanksgiving, and she let me play on it. But because I didn't know how to play on a Switch, I didn't know like all the mechanics. So I was like, I don't know how to fight. So I was like, run away from everything.
Aw.
Because you need to go through like the tutorial. It takes a little bit to get used to a new console and then a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just like I would just like I'm gonna have this like for 2 hours, so just gonna catch horses and play.
I've always had this weird ability to, like, whenever I play a new console or with a controller I'm not familiar with, that I never have any issues adjusting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
I
wish
can just,
I had that.
yeah, I can just pick it up and go, oh, okay. Here's
they're
the X, here's the
generally-
circle.
They're designed intuitively for the most part. But I mean, if you've never touched one, it's going to be weird. But if
Oh,
you have, you can pretty much like play any console after that because it's just a matter of, you know, they're all very similar.
I'm gonna say something and probably get teased for it by several people. My hands are too small for several of the controllers. The Xbox controller is impossible for me to play on. It's too fat.
But that has nothing to do with your height.
And
Then
I
you
know,
be the
I
tallest
know
tall
people
man.
whose hands are too big for most console controllers,
Uh,
or portable ones especially.
I was about to say, I had the opposite issue with the Switch, is that it's too big. My hands are too big. It's just not comfortable to play for long sittings.
I like the Pro controller. That's comfy.
Yeah.
Also,
have
the
to wonder-
garbage.
You have to wonder like whose hand they were like designing those Joy-Cons for.
Bebis.
Probably the average
Bebis.
Bebis.
hand
Children's.
The average
Smooth.
Japanese, yeah.
Well, they have
I
to
mean, we
try to
don't
hit
know
a
how-
pretty fucking wide target, right? Because
Yeah.
like they're trying to get kids, they're trying to get you know,
Adults,
teenagers,
their
adults. Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw if you want to play Mario Odyssey though.
No, the Pro controller is pretty comfy.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you couldn't. No, we can't play Pokemon without the Joy-Con, right?
Wait,
Mm.
why? Wait, no, you can't play Pokemon. Well, you can like are you talking about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee?
Let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. Yeah, specifically that one.
Oh, well, I mean, but you can play pretty much any other game.
But it's just
The
so
Joy-
dumb. They require the Joy-Con.
My
So dumb.
Joy-Cons are busted to heck too. It sucks. Like they've got major drift. You would think they're going to be in the next Fast and the Furious movie. That's how bad that drift is. Tokyo.
Fast and the Furious Joy-Con drift.
Yeah, pretty much.
Someone make the Photoshop
me and
edit.
my brother picked up the latest Marvel Ultimate Champ or Ultimate. Oh God, what was the damn thing? It it's one where you get to play as all the Marvel heroes, and I've played the first one and the second one, and I absolutely. So we picked up the third one for the Switch because he said, "Oh yeah,
Manry
you
said
can do."
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Thank you, Manry. That's what it was. And so we picked it up for the Switch. It's like, oh, it's 2 player, sure. Get there, you get it started. Was about to play 2 player and everything about it. You need to have two whole separate, either a Pro controller and 2 Joy-Cons or 4 Joy-Cons in order to play that game, and we have not touched it since. It's like,
Oh
that's
no.
bullshit.
That's the worst feeling when you get a game and you just never play it. Like, ah. That's why I'm like so hesitant to like buy games. It's just like I'm never gonna play this.
Yeah, it's especially common with PC games because sometimes you just don't
Manry
have the
said just
specs.
be a gamer.
Just
Oh man, if only it was that easy.
There
Yeah,
was
like,
a game. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say there was this game I played on my computer a long time ago. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, but it was called Black and White. Not Pokemon. It was just called Black and White, and there was a sequel to it that came out later. But unfortunately, the studio doesn't exist anymore, so the chances of it ever being remade are probably gone. Anyway, so you basically the premise of it was that you were a god, you were a godly being, or you were being trained to be a godly being, and you had this you had to pick like a deity that so you basically were god and then you had a deity, and it could be like a tiger or a bear or lion. There were different animals you could choose from, and the game was very interesting because you could basically you could be a good god and have the deity like you could train it and say like, look, you're going to be a good deity and they're going to worship you and blah 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 blah. Or you could be like an evil deity, and then you could be an evil god, and then the animal you chose could be good, so you're like being the evil one trying to wreck like this world with all these people and have
Oh.
them fear you.
Are you talking about black
And
and
then-
white?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sorry,
Heck
I didn't.
yeah.
I don't know if you opened with that. I was trying to find something.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, it was fun. I wish there was another game like that because it really gave you. I mean, like it wasn't one of those games that had like a long overarching story. It was basically kind of like a sim type game where you watch this world get bigger and bigger, and you could be good and your deity was evil, and you literally had to teach your deity not to eat humans because they would just go up to them and they'd be like, bowing down like, ah, great cow god, and then cow's just like, ah, delicious, and then you just munch them. And
You
if
know-
you wanted if you wanted the cow to be evil, then the cow, you just like, all right, yeah, cool, go ahead, eat them, eat the people, I don't care.
Boy,
I'm gonna,
You're
Gosh.
reminding me of a couple of stories real quickly here.
Go ahead, you're good.
I on my like first real gaming computer that I got was like it was like an Athlon 64, GeForce 3, whatever.
Those are
and-
words.
Those are words, yeah. We're talking early 2000s, and I got black and white. I was obsessed with like anything I could get on this computer because I had my own gaming computer at home for the first time, like my own
that-
really good one.
Okay.
And I got black and white, and I played that so much that I had the disc in the drive all the time, and the disc actually cracked in the drive
Oh no!
Holy
No.
because I had like a 72 RPM drive or some shit like that, where when it would start reading a CD, it's like, whoosh. I actually that one time that actually exploded my Age of Empires 2: The Conqueror's disc and blasted
Oh my
pieces of it
God.
all over the room.
Reminds me of the time my monitor like exploded.
The other thing
Man, we
that
had we had. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
the other
You
thing I
were finished.
remembered was this actually relates back to when we were talking about seeing game advertisements or whatever. And I was reminded of another time that I basically shit my pants, which was back
do
in
you need some diapers, Co?
yeah. Back in like around middle school, junior high, thereabouts, I was really, really obsessed with SimCity, and I had no way to play it. Like, I just really wanted to fucking play SimCity on a PC. And I don't remember what the magazine was, but I was in the school library, And I was going through magazines. I think I was doing like a research type of deal. You know, they made you do stupid shit like that all the time, right? Where you had to like go through encyclopedias and magazines and blah blah. And I was going through this magazine that they had in there, and I passed over this page, and then I did like a double take and went back, and I've never been able to find it again. I would love to find this and actually have it, but it was a full page ad for SimCity 2000, and what the imagery was that they did was the whole page background was a screenshot of the city, so it was just a pixel art city. And then it had a little inset thing that said SimCity 2000 coming soon. And I
would look at those like all the time.
Oh yeah.
Those like little overlays of like if you have like a game or something. Oh, I love the shit out of those.
Now, Co, how many copies of SimCity do you have now?
I have like 1 million copies of various SimCities.
It's not that, is it? The picture I posted?
No. So this was absolutely like the whole background. So the entire page, top to bottom, was a blown up shot of SimCity 2000 buildings or whatever. So basically, that middle bit would have filled the whole background, and then they had something overlaid. That's not the one either, but that's awesome. I love that. They must have done a fuck ton of ads because SimCity was huge at that time.
It's a shame how Max's ended up going.
I've never found this fucking ad though. I've searched on Google so many times. I've found some that are close before, but I know it existed. I know it was real. I've just never found it ever again.
It's gotta exist.
I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me that they also saw the same ad. So I do worry that it's just a memory I constructed in my own head or something.
Do you remember the name of the magazine?
I don't know. It was probably, it'd be the type of magazines that they'd have in like a school library. So like National Geographic or Time.
Yeah, the reason why I asked is because a lot, depending on how popular it was, a lot of places have them like every issue digitized.
It's true.
Backtrack.
Actually try to find it. Well, it would have been like 90... It would have been around whenever it came out. Probably 94, 95, 96, somewhere in there. Probably 94 or 95.
Okay. Chat, get on it. Find it for Co. Do your duty.
Someone's already got a possible candidate. Let me take a look. No, but again, that's close. I swear it was the full page, but maybe this was it. No, because I feel like I wouldn't have done a double take. I would have recognized that as a video game immediately because of the UI, and also because it says SimCity 2000 in giant text. Like, I actually had to do a double take and go back to it because it was a very tasteful ad, especially for its time. It wasn't like verbose like this. It was just like a tasteful full page shot, and then like an inlaid, I want to say like a white box that had the text on it that said like SimCity 2000.
I can't wait for Kraget to find it and then send it on over to you in a like a big poster format.
I would frame that and put it up. If we ever found
that wasn't the one you got tasteful nudes when you said tasteful Co.
I know. I'm always saying the wrong words to chat.
Or the right word.
Or the most right words.
Tasteful is accurate, just real perverts.
Yo,
You can't say words in front of chat. Chat will always pervert it.
I found a poster that looks a lot like it.
Oh?
You did?
I want to see.
Yeah. Hold on. It's on Redbubble. Hold on. I'll put the link in my chat here. Well, I'll put it in Discord as well. It was a lot like this design.
Oh.
To the degree where I almost feel like maybe they based it off of this. Maybe it was a 2-page ad, actually. Like where one was this and then the next page had the info. They did that a lot back in the day.
Max was
I
flexing
tell
their
you what,
money.
if I found something like this from a game that I really liked, I would have probably took that page out and framed it. Yeah, because that is an awesome gist.
Even though it's from the school library.
Yeah, it was kind of that style where it sort of speaks for itself, right? Like they knew they had
Yeah.
something good, so they just did like, let's just do a full fucking page of the game, and that's it, and they'll just buy it.
Yeah, it
One time I
kind
played
of
SimCity
reminds me.
2000 on a pirated PlayStation 2 disc. Even though it was like the SNES version.
It kind of reminds me of when Breath of the Wild was first coming out, and everybody had that one screenshot from the trailer of
Oh, Link standing
sitting.
on the edge.
Yeah, and it's just this thing.
It's iconic.
Yeah, you just have this iconic, just from the game. Here's the in-game graphics, and this is how pretty it looks. And I even had it on my old computer. That was my desktop background because it just was so. I just loved it so much. It reminds me a lot of that and that feeling.
I know that's not it, but I was just now I'm on a rabbit hole. Like,
Yeah, I've sent everyone down into hell.
I just unlocked a memory for me. I remember I was really fascinated by the mods for The Sims 1. Like there were a whole series of like modding tools for it, for like making the sprites and stuff. That brings me back. Of course, I didn't have Photoshop or anything, so I messed around with the modding tools. All I did was like invert the image of like a chair. Good times.
I didn't know about modding until like maybe probably like Sims 2.
Feeling real
kinda,
cool when I load up like Pokemon ROM hacking tools, like feel like a goddamn hacker. Even though all I would do was like add an extra house.
This is a terrible picture of it, but so we're talking about magazine ads. This one is one of my favorite ones. That I actually have this magazine in one of my desks here. Yeah, I just love the way that one looks so much from Twilight Princess back when the Wii was still called the Revolution. That was always just an iconic look, just so iconic for me.
Yeah. Twilight Princess was my first Zelda game.
That's a good one for your first.
Yeah. I know people like drag on it for being kind of short and lacking in like side quests, but it's just a good adventure. That's really all there is to it. All it needs to be.
My dad was all into Zelda way back in the day, so like I would never actually touch Ocarina of Time, but he would play it religiously. Like we had the gold cart and everything.
Hell yeah.
We have
the newer ones?
The Bradley games. Go ahead.
Have you played any of the newer ones? The newer Zeldas?
No, he to be honest, the last Zelda game he has played has been was Skyward Sword.
Ooh.
And, he hasn't really played. And to be honest, he hasn't. He used to play a lot of games, but he's just fallen off. He'll occasionally start up Minecraft, and he just likes. He doesn't play with mobs. He plays on peaceful, and he just sits there and builds tracks.
Manri
Just
said,
like
does he watch Co?
me.
No, he doesn't.
That's
Can you
probably
imagine
good.
like 5 years down, like maybe like 10 years down the line, Minecraft's gonna start being treated like some sort of grandpa game?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Yeah.
think about it, it's like super chill, and like a bunch of people in their 30s by then will be playing it, and it will be thought as a
Man-
Where did
Oh,
you get this
man.
photo of me, Six? You gotta post that in chat so people can know what I look like.
Aw.
Hey,
Can you
I've never-
imagine
I've
the
never
nursing
seen
homes?
this.
the nursing
gonna
homes
be
in the
awesome.
future of like
They're gonna
the
be
old
LAN
people like
parties.
yelling at each other like, "No, you gotta beat them up with XXO, XXO."
Everyone has carpal tunnel of arthritis.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Keeping it
Well,
home.
once all the gamers hit elderly age, then science will shift towards curing like carpal tunnel and stuff. There'll be so much focus and research on it.
I tell you what, though, every retirement home's gonna have the best Wi-Fi.
No, they're
Yeah. They better.
man, with how retirement homes are, they're probably just gonna continue treating old people like
God.
shit.
It'll be the
Can you
first
imagine?
time where there's people in the retirement home and they don't think that the internet that the ISP is providing is called Wi-Fi.
It's pronounced Wi-Fi.
Weepy.
Or like, can you imagine like a bunch of like 70, 80-year-olds, playing Smash, and they're like, frickin' Martha over here, I told her no items and we weren't going to do Final Destination, and yet every time.
Oh, D&D sessions with your old pals. That'd be fun.
With your
Oh,
They should do
old
that
pals.
now.
Instead of playing as like seasoned old sailors, you play as like young whippersnappers, so you can remember what
everyone
it
plays,
feels like
though.
to be a
That's
Everyone's
like me
like,
now.
Joe, you have dementia. You've already rolled already.
oh
My
god.
turn.
Man, I'm so fucking horribly nostalgia prone. Like when you
Same.
mentioned the gold cart, that reminded me of when we went to Kmart. We actually had reserved it, and there was a very
Kmart.
limited, there was a very limited
God,
release, and we went and we waited in line and we got our fucking gold cart. And man, bringing Ocarina of Time home, every time we brought like a super desirable game home, it was always the longest ride home of all time.
oh yeah.
Dude, I remember when we picked up SimCity for the Super Nintendo, it was in a town, we picked it up in a town that was like half an hour away. And for me as a kid, that was like the rest of my life. But they let me open up the box and I read the manual cover to cover multiple
Oh, yeah.
times before we got home.
I remember doing that back when manuals were bigger than 2 pages and
Or exist, because they
Yeah.
don't. They're gone.
yeah, I miss the manuals a lot. I miss opening up the manuals and looking at the art for the characters and stuff like that.
Yeah. They still make those, like, books for, like, if you go to Best Buy, you'll
Digital.
still see them. And I've seen them.
Oh, you mean
like-
like external? We're talking like the ones that would come inside the case.
Oh, yeah. They
no,
don't.
no, like art books, that those are a separate duty
Yeah.
on among themselves. I mean, like when you open up the game, there's that little packet that they shove in these 2 little plastic things, and then you just have to, you open it up and you just, read all throughout it, learn the tips and tricks that you forget halfway into the game.
Yeah.
I
God.
remember long rides and we were driving home from the beach one night and I had my Game Boy. I was playing Pokemon and it was getting darker and the only way I could see where I was going was anytime we went under a street lamp. Those were the days.
Did you eventually get one of
had-
those
Back when they
lights?
did have backlighting.
No, I only had one Game Boy. We did buy like a little light thing to put on it, but it was garbage.
They
Yeah,
all work.
I had the little flexi light that bent over
Yeah.
and everything.
Well, no, that was
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance, right? I
No,
think
no,
that's-
No, I
that's
never
Game Boy
had.
Color.
I had a Game Boy and you could buy an attachment that you literally snapped onto the phone and it had a little light on it. Yeah, it was a worm light essentially.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I didn't
my-
think they had the worm lights until the advanced days. Because, like,
No,
I had that big bastard that was clipped onto the top,
Nintendo big bastard.
the Nintendo big bastard, but it flipped up and it had the giant magnifier with the lights on the other, on the other
Oh,
side.
Yeah, no, I didn't have that
That
one.
kid has it in your picture that you linked. That big, huge
Yeah,
honking
I
thing.
had, Yeah, I think that's what I had. Hang on, let me see. Let me look at the picture again. I think I had that. Yeah, that was what I had, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the big bastard.
Yeah, this. Hold up. This is what I had.
Dude, I had some serious times with the fucking Game Boy. Good lord. Super Mario
Yeah.
Land, Super Mario Land 2.
Yeah, Super Mario Land was the first game that I remember playing on my Game Boy. I I remember, I had this baby blue Game Boy color, and I lost the back to it like forever ago. So we had duct tape holding the batteries.
Common
Yeah.
problem.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember because like after the Game Boy, I didn't really have a portable game. So when I got a DSi, like when I first had my first job, and I was like, yeah, let me get this DSi. It was like a game changer that you could recharge it. There were no batteries. I'm just like, what the what? What? I don't have to keep buying
This is what
batteries.
happens when you
Yeah.
get 3 console generations.
Yeah, the next one I had was the Game Boy SP. 'Cause I remember my I remember my parents asked me which one I wanted for Christmas. I was like, I want the flippy one. Look how cool that is. Yeah, because I mean that was back around all the rage. You had flip phones, you had flip. He was like, yeah, I want
Oh
the
yeah,
flippy
that's
one.
right.
Right.
And
They should have kept
hey,
it.
I still have it. I still have mine.
I mean, they should have kept that trend going.
Oh yeah.
No, my
So,
favorite was the one where the keyboard, like a full keyboard, like you kind of like
Oh,
slide
like
off
the
the
Oh,
race,
side.
the racing.
yeah,
Oh wait, no, I
No,
remember.
there
I have
was
one.
the sidekick,
the
T-Mobile
sidekick. That's what it was.
Yeah,
That was the
that's
famous
what
Yeah,
had.
I had the red version.
Are
Little
we all
red
using
one.
the same color grass here?
No,
Probably
funny
not,
enough,
but-
I think we all chose our own green, which I think is even better.
It's kind of
What-
similar.
What
Except
I
for the one
did,
in the middle.
yeah, what I did is I clicked the one in the middle, and because I'm making a little graveyard, I just went with a desaturated look. I brought it back a little bit, make it look a bit more sickly. But
I mean, it's still a nice, pleasant green.
oh yeah, yeah, and I mean, it's all a town. It makes sense they all have very similar. Anyways, back to nostalgia. I remember. Oh, go ahead. Ken.
I also had a Game Gear, which I think was a bit
Yeah.
rarer, and I I had the TV add-on for that motherfucker, which had the big giant antenna, and it fucking picked up TV. It was wild. We'd drive around, and I'm watching
Wow.
TV on the fucking Game Gear.
Man, that
Dang.
would be trippy. I would have loved that.
Nickelodeon look on that little thing.
I don't remember. I don't think it was great. I'll say that.
It
I-
was
that are-
more cool than it was great.
Yeah.
This reminds me when I was a little bit younger. Well, not a little bit. I was like, I guess 14. There was this line of taxis around here that just had TV signal, and they had Cartoon Network, and it's like, well, driving around is boring. Let's just keep taking this taxi. Unfortunately, the TV signal sucked because we're
Yeah.
going past a bunch of tall buildings.
Sadly, those days are super dead now because analog TV is gone. Won't be able to
I
pick up
rem-
anything on those.
I
ever again.
remember the first time that I knew that there was a Pokemon cartoon. Because I was real young, so I never messed with a TV. My parents would come in, put it on, and leave it alone. And, I wouldn't change the channel, anything. Didn't touch the remote. I was a good kid. I didn't
was the
mess
opposite.
with that shit.
Oh,
And
that was
we
another
had-
thing my sister was super anal about.
And we had went to stayed at my grandma's for a little bit, and they had they still have old ass TV that probably came out of one of Coe's retro zones.
Goes retro zones. That's yep.
That they had to use bunny ears to get any remote of
Yeah.
anything on TV.
RF,
and,
baby.
And they picked up the old Pokemon anime, and like one of the very early episodes, I'm like, it threw me for a loop. I was like, there's video game cartoons. What the hell? Why did no one tell me this shit? And immediately I was like, I need to find this. And then I ended up I don't know where it's at anymore, probably threw it away, but I had this big old yellow suitcase that had the original 150 Pokemon on the front of it. You opened it up, and I had VHS tapes of like the first season in it. Like if
Nice.
I
When did
knew
you
what that-
abandon your love for Pokemon?
do what?
When did you abandon your love for Pokemon?
After Emerald.
Uh,
I know exactly when.
See, I had an opposite thing with
it's a shame because
Pokemon.
Gen 4 was a good.
Yeah,
Gen-
so that's
Sorry.
what happened with me because I only got to play Red and Blue, and then there was a huge generation. Like I missed 2 and I missed 3, and then I bought Diamond and Pearl, and that was like my revival of Pokemon back in the day.
I played Yellow. Then I played oh god. I played Pokemon Snap at my cousin's place a lot. And then I played Coliseum, and then I played Emerald, and I think after that I played the sequel to Coliseum. What was it called? Gale of Darkness.
Yeah, one XD
Manry
Gale
said
of
I played
Darkness.
every Pokemon.
That was
They
such a
don't
weird
call me
name.
a Pokemon master for nothing.
And then I just stopped playing Pokemon. I was like, okay, all right, I got the gist of this entire series of games. I'm gonna find something else to obsess over. And then Kingdom Hearts, and then that's where I'm at.
And that's where you'll stay forever and ever. And
Well,
ever.
at least until my death.
You mentioned how you were excited that there were video games that had been turned into cartoons, but there were some video games that should not have been turned into cartoons, and I'm looking at you, American version of Mega Man.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
Hey, at least it's
It-
not the American box art Mega Man.
Well, I mean, like, God, isn't there like an episode where humans turn into dinosaurs or something?
I have
What?
never seen that show. That sounds fucking wild.
It's not great.
The only decent
Yes, I am the
game
Lord.
Life isn't leaving
cartoons
me
that I
enough
can
time
ever
for
think of
you,
was
Co-Daddy.
the Pokemon anime,
Always
which
glad to
is in of
claw my way
itself
out of what hell
legendary.
Cole
Just because I think it's the longest running video game adaptation.
Yo,
Scuba Man,
but
thank you for
by the way,
43
did you
months.
hear
Also,
that they're
Ken
bringing back
Train, thank you
Gary?
for that Prime sub. Welcome to the cohorts.
What?
Oh yeah, he was in the intro.
Gary?
Gary.
Gary?
Later, Ash.
What happened to him was he eventually retired as a trainer and became a researcher, but in the intro he looked like an asshole again. So I was like, what happened?
Sick.
Well, he never not been an asshole, so they
No,
have to
he was
get his character
good.
development.
Yeah,
No,
which is why you always named him as Assface in the when they ask you what his grandchild's name was.
Yeah,
I mean,
Gary
he deserved that.
went through the character arc after he lost the Indigo League, and then he started chilling out over time.
There was also in the 90s like 3 different Sonic cartoons, and one of them he started a band with like all of a sudden,
Sonic Underground.
and he had like a sister and a brother, and the sister was pink and the brother was green, and they were all voiced by Urkel, and it was like even as a kid.
What?
It was
Did
a
you not know
trip,
this?
man.
Yeah, the old Sonic.
You had Sonic, Manic, and Sony.
It was
Fucking Urkel.
it was yeah, the old Sonic was I do that, and it was so
What was bad is that the music actually wasn't too bad.
I don't remember. I didn't look. Hey, hold on. These are like DeviantArt OCs before DeviantArt became a thing. Look at
I
this.
played the for DeviantArt OC.
Look at this. Look at that
Oh
one.
my
Look at that
god.
It really
hair.
is.
Now hold up before
Especially the opening
medallions?
song, by the way.
Oh yeah. Their medallions were magic. They transformed into their musical instrument. Sonic pulled up this double-necked guitar. The green one pulled up summoned out drums, and then Sonya summoned out the keyboard because I guess they couldn't think of anything good for the female Sonic.
Why does he look like that?
Sonic
But that was
was
the art
looks dis-
style.
indeed always cursed. There was never a time where Sonic has not been cursed.
The Sonic X cartoon wasn't too bad.
No,
Cursed. Cursed.
Okay, it was cursed.
oh my god.
It's
I-
because Sonic
it-
is inherently cursed. It's
Yeah,
it's
I
just
agree,
how
I
it
agree.
is.
There you go.
Look-
Beautiful.
We talk about it. He's gotta go fast.
He can't outrun his
Sonic-
past.
He's
Yeah,
out
the
running his
fast Lily.
critiques.
He can't
Outrunning the
outrun his
critiques.
past.
The trouble with Sonic is that they made the game and it was good, and then
They just made the game. That's the
Manry said,
They-
why does she have titties?
they had to monetize it, and everything went to hell because Nintendo figured out how to monetize an old plumber man, but Sega couldn't figure out how to turn a blue hedgehog into a proper mascot.
Once he turned 3D, it all went to shit.
Have you guys heard of the Sonic that's in Japan? That like the Sonic statue, just like a random ass place in Japan.
No, I haven't heard about
Oh.
this.
Apparently, it was like an old Sonic statue that was at this like convention or something, and I think somebody took it and just has it like right in front of his driveway and just in a random ass location. He's like on a surfboard, like a skateboard. And I think somebody online like took a journey to Japan to find this, and like years later, like people discover this, and it was like a random post online, and then people were just like, oh, where is this? Where is
Okay,
this magical Sonic statue in
Alright,
Japan?
to be fair though, this statue actually isn't too bad. But let me.
Lily, hey, someone said new Sonic movie was good. Tell me your thoughts about the Sonic movie, Lily.
What was the assistant's name?
I don't know, the guy, the human man?
Yeah, the human man.
Oh, no. Eggman's like possible boyfriend.
Intern.
Yeah,
Intern.
yeah, his intern. Like that's all I took away from it is that they're in love.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know, it was all right.
They're so dating. They're boyfriends.
Chemistry. He's all like,
my
did you
friend.
bring me my macchiato? Yes, sir. He's all like, you make it just how I like. And we were just like, oh my god, they're totally boyfriends.
Now hold yourself out of the wall.
It was an all right movie. Nakomi,
yeah,
Nakomi and I actually went to see it at a drive-in, of all things.
Oh yeah.
And
Romantic.
yeah,
that feels
it's
like
very
it's
romantic.
thematic though. You know, a drive-in movie for a Sonic. I don't know why, but feels.
It fits.
Well, we also saw Detective Pikachu that way, so it felt appropriate.
There you go.
But like,
True.
I have mixed feelings about what transpired, but I do feel like I'm talking about the model,
No.
because I'm not sure like how that went down was good. It probably led to a lot of artists suffering.
Oh yeah.
But the
Yeah.
resulting model was very, very good. I think it's probably the best 3D Sonic in existence, even
Pretty
above the
good
games.
Pretty good for what is it, like 6 months or something? 12
Yeah.
months?
And the original one they had was truly a waking nightmare.
Oh yeah, that was
Release
fair.
the original
Like
cut with
some-
horrifying
Yeah.
Sonic.
I
But,
read. Yeah,
go
go ahead.
No, go.
I was gonna say I read that there were some shots they didn't re-render with the new model. They just kind of tweaked the fur color a little bit so that they didn't have to like redo the whole animation. It's just any shot that you didn't see a close up of Sonic's face.
Oh yeah, well that
Yeah,
makes
that-
sense.
Yeah.
But that
They
new
did-
model was so look at him. He's so cute.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Yeah, like like me and my new friends, we were talking about this a couple months back, and we were like, because I went into it expecting the absolute worst.
Hold on.
Yeah, now.
Real quick, Nee.
Get that.
Nee said, "Wait, Sonic came out in the decade of 2020. You are lying." I totally.
Oh my
I
god,
feel
it
you.
did come out like a year ago.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, does it? It feels like it
In,
came
like,
out ages
February.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
it feels like it came out like.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Well, I guess it kind of like announced in 2019, but is this like
Kithron.
right after
Thank you
Sonic
for
came out as a movie?
63
Then the pandemic happened,
months.
and then that just like
It was.
it became its own year.
Yeah. Oh, it was its own year.
Not even
Look,
a year. Yeah,
last
it's like
week felt like
February.
a year, so
Yeah. But
I believe anything now.
But no, like so we I went into that movie thinking, just, all right, it's going to be just like the Smurfs movie, or anything like that. It's just going to be just the same type of, this lovable cartoon character is now in the real world. This is how it's it's going to be the exact same plot as the entirety of that whole film genre.
Yeah.
But it was surprisingly good. And that is how I describe that movie.
I would throw it as middling, because I mean, in terms of like the story and stuff, it's just sort of run of the mill.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
I found like the travel story like really annoying, but there's like parts of it
Right.
that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Especially like the boyfriends.
I
They're
think
dating.
the thing for me is art is weird. I don't
Yes.
understand how they arrived at the first Sonic and not the second Sonic on the first try. You know what I'm saying? Because the second Sonic is like, that's a good progression from the existing character. Like, it represents the character well. You know who it is. It looks great. And you would, if you're a big Sonic fan, you'd be very satisfied with that character. That first one, what? What?
It's an abomination.
I don't understand how that happens. And that happens all the time in Hollywood. When they take a property.
Executive decision.
I guess.
The first one is like the first iteration of a character going from the 16-bit sprite to a 3D model.
Like the first ever attempt.
The first attempt from a sprite to the model.
It's just it's weird to me how often that happens where Hollywood will take a property and they just can't manage to take what already exists and just do that. Like why yeah, oh god, the Mario movie, please.
Manry
Please, God.
beat me to it.
How is that a Goomba?
I've never seen that before. What the fuck is that?
Dude, Six, please take Lily to Mario Brothers Town.
Hey Lily, you want to watch
No.
next time we have
Do-
movie night? Do
do
you want
it.
to watch Mario?
Look,
I
you
have
watched
not seen it.
Velocipaster, now you need to watch Mario Bros.
Have you seen it yet?
I haven't yet, but I want to
Oh,
see it
movie
sometime.
night after stream. Let's go. No, Sienna.
We can host it again. We can do Philosophaster
We
again.
would definitely have people want to hang out and watch it.
Oh yeah.
Tell us a date and a time. We'll host it and we'll watch it. We'll suffer together. Look,
Let's do it.
Omega knows. Do 6. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Give us whatever day
We'll
works
do-
for you.
We'll do a double feature of Mario and Velocipaster.
Oh god. Yeah, because Velocipaster's like not long at all. It's like you blink and it's over.
How long is the Mario movie? I've never seen it either, so I'm down
It's
to
too
watch
long.
Too long.
Too long.
Yeah,
Velocipaster was just a week ago.
I'm with Nee in that I'm not someone who buys into the conspiracy theory that they fucked Sonic up on purpose for marketing.
it. No, I think it was
I'm sure
literally
they had
people not
marketing
knowing what to
groups,
do.
and they're just like, we want a more realistic Sonic, and then we're like, okay.
Oh god,
I
yeah.
The graph show,
You
the
know what
graph
it-
show,
you know-
realism is in.
This is proof that focus groups are stupid.
Well, what also, like, if you look at some of the other live action movies, like you look at like Alvin and the Chipmunks live action, it does not look like the cartoon version. So they probably like, yeah, we can get away with that. And then like Detective Pikachu was coming out and they were like, oh, we got to have something that competes with this. So they were just rushing it out, and I think that's
Maybe.
what happened.
I did enjoy Detective Pikachu too.
Yeah, it was better. Detective
Yeah,
Oh, beer has an interesting idea there.
what you
That
got?
the final movie was always the movie, and actually the bad stuff is the only stuff they made that had the bad Sonic. That's actually more
Bullshit.
feasibly believable. Well, but from a cost
Bullshit.
perspective, right?
Maybe.
They didn't have to make a whole movie. They only had to make a bad trailer and a couple bad posters. That's pretty
I would
doable.
say the artist that had to do the hours of work and redos and the sleepless nights would disagree.
Oh, well, as somebody who's asked to make stupid shit all the time that I don't like, I feel like it's totally... I mean, you end up sinking into, well, I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
I know, but they'll disagree that that's how it went down. I mean,
I still feel like Nee's probably right in that it'd be weird. It's a weird strategy to try to do, because it could totally blow up in your face.
true. I like you can't keep that shit a secret too.
Right.
That would be super hard to keep a secret, especially with that many people working on the project.
A-
It would have
and-
it would have already been leaked by now.
Yeah.
I'm noticing there's some scaling issues here.
What?
Yeah, we all went with our own.
We got
I made
giant ass cows compared to mine.
mine's just a shire. Okay,
Okay.
it's fine.
You're
I
the
made
poor
mine bigger to,
town.
so it looks like official buildings. We need more like
but,
actual houses.
But, also, but I feel like with the Sonic movie, I feel like everybody who was going to go see it already decided that they were going to go see it regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like,
So
Pretty much. yeah.
regarding the whole source material familiarity thing, I can't get with that. I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't take. It's not like Sonic source material is hidden somewhere. They know they're making a Sonic movie, and so they're gonna be able to know, even if they don't even never touched a video game in their lives. Nobody involved has ever touched a video game in their lives. They're gonna be told, you're making a game, or you're making a movie about a video game character by a company called Sega, and it just takes, the most minimal research to find, and they would have been provided with, like, here's materials from Sega regarding the franchise, the concept art,
It's not like they're making it based off of the Ken Penders comics.
Right, yeah, you'd be handed this stuff for doing such a project. So it is weird that they missed the mark so hard, in my opinion.
That's where I'm saying it's the marketing team and the execs. It's the studio exec
Right.
saying,
So basically
not
designed by
understanding
committee.
the property. Yeah,
I think-
not understanding the property, and then they're just like, well, we could do this. Gotta make it realistic. Isn't that what's in? They like realism.
I think the one set of video game movies that gets that pass of it would be
Resident
the original
Evil.
the Mortal Kombat movies was what I was going.
I was surprised. You threw me a curveball, because I think most people say Resident Evil, which to me,
Some are well received.
yeah, they're popular, but from someone who's a fan of Resident Evil, for me, it always felt like they just made generic zombie movies and then slapped Resident Evil on top, and I'm just like, this isn't, but I mean, okay.
Well, shame. Shame.
Six.
Doesn't need the time.
It's hard. We're all using
Manry
the same
said
color.
Milby hates the Resident Evil movies and the director and his wife.
Well, many people hate, what's his name? Oh, no, actually, are the Resident Evil movies Bowl or whatever his name is?
Uwu Bowl.
Uwu Bowl, the guy who actually fought, like he invited his biggest critics to box with him or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
and he knocked them out.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Using a pill tool.
Oh, they're not Uwu Bowl. Okay. I get him mixed up because I mean he's the biggest villain in the world of video game movies.
I have to say, the way I've always seen the Resident Evil movies was that they're fine zombie movies, but they're not Resident Evil movies. And especially you can especially see it the further in they get, and they try to incorporate. They incorporated Wesker. Clear. You can see that there's like, oh, let's put some video game references actually in the movie. And they're like, no, you're not a video game.
Well,
you're a zombie movie.
What would you say about the Monster Hunter movie then?
Oh, I've never played the Monster Hunter games, but I have no faith in it. It's it's the same thing.
I always have the same thing to say about this, which is you're handed something that has a rich world already. It's got everything you need. I'm always reminded of like Final Fantasy Spirits Within. When I heard they were going to make a Final Fantasy movie, I was like, holy shit, this is going to be incredible, because that was after Final Fantasy 8, and with 7 and 8 and 9, they had these incredible cutscenes, and the worlds were richer than ever with the Final Fantasy games. So I thought it was going to be this incredible fantasy adventure movie, and then they made Spirits Within. Totally unrelated to Final Fantasy in any way.
It's not good. I can't recommend it. Not good. It's very boring and does not feel anything like Final Fantasy. You
can totally. I'm not even saying that it's bad personally. It's just that it's, they called it Final Fantasy, and I was expecting something absolutely incredible, and it just wasn't that. I don't think we've ever got that, really. I think the closest thing that ever was made that was like kind of like that, what I really wanted was Advent Children, which was not that fantastical, really. Advent Children's kind of gritty and washed out and gray is how I would describe. That's how I describe it.
I would agree with you there. Yeah.
It's okay, but like, I wanted a whole fantasy world of amazing shit. Like, that's what draws me, or what drew me to Final Fantasy back then.
Wasn't it Square Enix that made Spirits Within?
Yeah, they made it.
So they can't blame anyone but themselves.
Square tried to branch out into movie making, and all they made was Final Fantasy Spirits Within, and they did that one short for the Animatrix, and then I think that was it.
Guys, you can edit your shortcuts, I think.
Really?
Yeah, you can actually go and see like what the shortcuts are, and you can change them now.
That's wild.
I think I'm the only one who's on the fence of I actually enjoyed the Silent Hill movies.
Yeah, go to edit and application settings to do that if you want to do that.
I remembered I was younger and I saw Resident Evil's the one where the badass chick, right? And she's
Alice.
okay. I remembered seeing that movie when I was younger, not really. I was like, oh, a zombie movie. And I was not prepared for the scene with the lasers. And I was like, oh.
I love that.
It was pretty graphic.
And I'm pretty sure that's when my intrigue of the horror and the macabre began to... Because then I started watching The Grudge. Yeah, I watched The Grudge, the actual Japanese versions. And then I got into horror manga and stuff.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Shit yeah.
Hell yeah.
Aren't they actually going back and making supposed to be making proper Resident Evil movies? I remember reading somewhere that they're supposed to be going back to the mansion and rebooting the whole movie franchise.
Well, we can't let Capcom do it. Actually, after these remakes, I'd have more faith. But Capcom did make some standalone movies, but they were made during the era of Resident Evil 5 and 6. So the movies are as dumb as those games are. Unfortunately. But I'd like to see
actually
them do it
really-
now.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed 5 just because me and my dad played it a lot, and we just enjoyed just shooting zombies.
Yeah, I mean it's got the
yeah.
gameplay. It's just the
yeah.
story is so
Oh yeah, no,
bad.
bullshit.
Did you enjoy punching a boulder?
I enjoyed punching the boulder. I always played as Chris just so I could punch the boulder.
Thick Chris. He is a boulder. He's a sentient boulder that you can control. He just kept getting more
He's a
and more and
man.
more ripped. And it makes it so jarring when you see him in I think you see him at the end of Resident Evil 7 and he's like a
When he's normal?
he's a pencil neck, yeah. It's like, shouldn't he be as big as the helicopter? What's going on here?
Mr. X looks tiny compared to him.
He's been sitting there taking going through the nemesis process slowly.
Right, yeah, he's got a little bit of T-virus. So he's just slowly getting bigger and bigger. But they
actually
truly did amazingly on the 2 and 3 remakes to where
More so on 2, in my opinion.
2 is definitely the better overall game. I really liked 3 though. I mean, it didn't really do much new or different that Resident Evil 2 hadn't already. But
Yeah.
it was basically, if you liked 2, 3 is more. It doesn't really stand as well on
It
its
still
own.
bugs me that they cut stuff out. I mean, I didn't play the original, but it bugged me to hear. It bugged me to hear everyone
It bugs
complain
you
about
just to
it.
know.
Yes.
I think it's a really good game despite that fact. I don't know how like original super fans felt. I didn't play the original one either. I meant to before I played it, but then I just said, fuck it, and played it because I just wanted more, and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I thought it was fantastic, and
I enjoyed watching you play it.
I loved the end of it. Holy shit, it was so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Jill is a badass.
And then Twitter thirsted after that one guy character from 3 for like 2 weeks.
What guy?
What's
The
The
I forget his name. It's not Miguel,
Yeah.
is it?
Carlos?
Carlos. I was thinking of somebody else.
Oh yeah, the one with so much
with
hair.
the hair.
Yeah.
Carlos looked very different, in my opinion, from how he looked in the original. But it was a
Yeah.
good different, very good different.
My timeline was really thirsty for him for a little bit.
Well, you want to talk about super fans and remakes? Because I've never played the original Final Fantasy VII. So the only experience I have with actually playing it has been the remake. And from my understanding is that it's there's overlap, but it's much like there is an Evil, where there's a different interpretation. in a
Yeah,
way.
they really could have called it like Final Fantasy VII Remix. Although I will say that much of it is true to the original, and it
Just
veers off by the end. As somebody who did play Final Fantasy VII back when it was new, and absolutely fucking had my head blown off by it, I really loved the remake, even though it goes off road. There were so many sections there that were like coming back home, like getting to see the same events but from new perspectives and like
When's
done
part
so
2 coming
amazingly
out?
well. Yeah, really. It's done so fucking well. The acting and the visuals and everything are so goddamn good.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and of course if anybody pays attention to my armory, I've been doing like every third week on Fridays I've been doing a new weapon for the
Excuse me, I'm trying to mute, but I missed.
Bless.
Bless.
I
But,
need to get a hotkey.
I've been going through and remaking, drawing the weapons from 7 remake,
Right.
Because I just love all the weapons from there. I love getting them and upgrading them all and unlocking all the abilities. It's been very fun for me on that aspect of
If you
things.
like that, I recommend that you actually do just pick up the Steam version, or it's on Switch, I think, as well, or whatever. But pick up the original. It's very playable. I mean, it's a time investment, but there's way more
Which game?
in
Sorry.
Final Fantasy VII.
7.
Ah,
There's
okay.
way
I thought
more in
Manry
the
said you
original.
should really pick up Monster Hunter,
There's some issues
Clark.
with like
I-
emulation or something with all the remakes of not remakes.
No, it's a mixed bag. There was Square or Square Enix went through a period of time there where they were
They
really
just
treating
tossed
their
everything.
properties like shit. Yeah. But the Final Fantasy VII port, as far as I recall, was fine.
I thought it was either the backgrounds or the music that got screwed.
The music might not have had the same MIDI instruments, but people are pedantic, man. I mean, I feel that, but at the same time, it's like, for someone who's never played it before, it's fine. It's going to be fine for them. The music still is
It's like
enjoyable and everything.
That like I thought I heard that the original art, maybe it was a different Final Fantasy. They lost a lot of the original art and they either had to remake it or upscale it, and it doesn't look great.
I don't think that happened to 7. I think 7's fine on the ports.
Okay.
But I'll definitely give it a shot then, and I definitely will eventually play Monster Hunter.
I wonder if I could just get the Steam version and then like get a mod to get the original music.
Well, if
With
you
the-
want to do more effort, it's pretty easy to emulate it, and then you can have everything right without having to worry about any weird port problems or anything.
So you say that, but you started off with effort, and then I immediately went, nah, not worth it.
Or you could be
I'll
a fucking weirdo like me, get original PS1 and get the real game and get a fucking analog TV to hook it up to, or get a retro tink.
Well, see, I could probably get all of that, but the problem I have right now is getting an original PlayStation 1 memory card. I have the original Silent Hill sitting around. I just don't have an original memory card. So
Really?
I can't save it.
They're pretty easy to get, I thought.
I've had no luck.
What's wild is that probably the easiest thing for me to get out of all that whole list is probably an analog TV, like a. Because I still see those in Chinatown. Whenever I see those, like, Co would think this is awesome. I just don't know how I would send them to this across the damn world.
I am beyond the point of finding every analog TV that I see awesome, because I'm like on the fucking wild shit now, but it is still cool. I still like seeing them now and again. It's like, oh, that's nice.
I mean, it's cool to have a bunch of them, I guess, because they do tend to just explode after a while.
Yo, Clark, I'm seeing, like, right here, $11 official PlayStation 1 memory card on eBay. Buy it now.
Yeah, well then.
Manry said, I don't even know what a CRT is.
Quit trying to age me.
That is still the funniest thing, the interaction between you and Babs.
Yeah. I have aged 1,000 years.
I don't know how that happens. I'm the same age as Babs, and I grew up with a CRT.
Whoa.
I'll be honest. I am so happy not to have a CRT anymore, because having to move with that.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, I guess I'm speaking to the choir on that. I forgot.
Co just like diets on a little bit.
He's zooming.
But because that's one of the reasons why I personally always hated moving, but having to.
What's feasible?
Yeah, because I didn't have a flat screen. I had the.
Well, we've got the
CRT
tuna noodle.
TV that was big enough to be a shelf.
I don't know if there's anything that you want to make.
Manry said CRT stands for Cool Retro TV.
Cool Retro TV. Wait, wouldn't that be a Cool Retro TV?
I don't have anything in particular in mind.
Yep. But
what are our options right now? What do we got? Yeah. You got a bunch of frozen
A
stuff.
while back, I had this urge to like get a CRT TV, buy my neighbor's PS2 and just play the original Kingdom Hearts, and then I realized I could just get a PS4 and get the whole compilation and spend less money.
And to be fair, the compilation has they're the final mix versions,
Yeah.
so you get the
That would be
fuller
good.
experience. But I can't play the original one because my nostalgia outweighs how the game actually
Spaghetti.
is for it.
Yeah.
So I just refuse to play it. Two, I have no problem playing. The first
In
one,
the end, I watched Milby play it. It's like, okay, I don't see the point anymore.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've been playing the hits. I'd be down with
Like I
tacos.
said, I got the
I'd be down with
compilation
spaghetti. I'd be down
one
with
to
burgers.
support Kingdom Hearts, and two just mainly for the games I didn't get to play because I never had a PSP, so I played.
I would-
You
I
played
would want that
Memory
earlier
and Melody
in the
yet,
day, I
or
feel.
Melody
Yeah.
and Memory or whatever.
Yes, I finished that the other week. I enjoyed it.
What about you, Henry?
Manor
Just
said-
wait for him to type.
Manry said finished it week 1.
Finished it in 1 week. Okay.
It took me a minute to finish it just because one, I'm a slow asshole. Two,
I think
uh,
tacos,
I just
but I think how
had
I.
a whole bunch of stuff
I'm not
going
sure
on
how I.
in my life.
Gotcha.
Can I have a
But,
mixed?
I enjoyed it.
Like
I'm not a big
so what I'm thinking is we got the mixed pack, right?
not a
Hard
big,
and soft.
rhythm game.
I think I would
fan.
want like
Does Code know he's
a
muted?
couple soft on the side,
Mm.
but then
Well, we're talking about
the
Kingdom
hard
Hearts and Code
mushed in a
Geass.
bowl.
Yeah, he just
like a
wants to
taco
leave.
salad. Would that be okay, or is that a pain in the ass? Oh.
Or is he talking to Comey?
Probably.
It doesn't.
Oh,
Manry
okay.
said he's realizing how CRT
That's just
stands
how I
for
would
cool
take my
retro
hard taco.
television.
So whatever the contents of the hard tacos are.
He's having an existential crisis.
Lovers you.
Remember she-
Maybe go
Going
watch
back
a
on
movie
the
or
topic
something.
of video game movies, my dad has a love for the Assassin's Creed movie, and I have an immense hatred for it.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking
there's a
dinner with
movie?
Nakomi. There is with
Oh, well,
Jake
we didn't.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it came out like in 2017, 2018.
And it's terrible.
Oh.
I hate it.
Wait, no,
I
it
don't
must have been
remember this.
2018 because that was around the time I started playing Pokemon Go.
Because it has nothing to do with the games.
That's because it's a video
They
game
mentioned
movie.
some of the characters.
Yeah.
It's a video game movie, of course.
Yeah, and it's just so depressing. Because I really enjoyed the first and the first one and the whole Ezio series of games. Those
Assassin's
were
Creed's gone off the rails on all forms of media.
I've heard the recent one was a lot
Yeah,
of
it
people.
was kind of a return to form.
Yeah. I just
What was that? That's the one where like they go to Egypt.
No, that
No.
was like 2 games ago.
Okay.
they had the Call
My
of Duty
sister's
formula.
my sister's into those games, so
This one
when they went
is
to
Valhalla.
Egypt, then they went to ancient Greece, or I guess around the time, I don't know what era of Greece it was. And then they went to like Viking era during
Okay.
the times that they were invading Britain.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yetsu games are good, but once you play the more recent ones with that formula, it does feel a little dated, in my opinion. That the gameplay specifically, not just the graphics.
Yeah.
Omega, do you expect me to pronounce that? Because I'm going to butcher that so bad.
What word?
Peloponnesian War era Greece.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Peloponnesian. Yeah, that sounds right. Peloponnesian.
Pelican. Yeah.
Peloponnesian.
What?
Manry said
What?
Peloponnesian.
Peloponnesian.
Phillips.
I just keep thinking of like the Tobuscus, like literal trailer thing
Yeah.
that he did for what was it? It was Assassin's Creed. They were like in Rome.
It's a shame
The
Tabuscus turned
literal
out to be
trailer,
a
yeah.
jerk.
Yeah, he's kind of a narcissistic jerk, but
He's also
I think he's just
super
kinda fine.
right-winged now.
Well, that's
They
friendly.
always
Yeah.
end up going right wing. It's sad. Oh well.
Yeah.
How you doing,
Not
Six?
Burning people die.
I'm in a zone.
Where people
In that zone.
die. I have that whole like trailer like memorized.
I like how Lily's the only one who's drawing an actual town. Everyone's either doing random buildings, a graveyard,
Excuse me,
Fantasyland.
mine's
Fantasy.
a
I was
town.
getting to yours. Or, I guess, farmland.
Maybe your perception of what's a town is too narrow, sir.
Manry said, I thought we were doing all one town.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole thing is a dang old town, son.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
me-
the shopping district. This is
This-
the rich people, the rich assholes' house.
This
thought
is
that was
the
a graveyard.
dine district.
This is the
literally-
graveyard.
Mine
This
was like a
is-
giant
this is
library in
the-
like the town hall. It's not rich people. The rich
Town
people don't
hall?
exist
Okay.
in this
Rich people.
town. They got kicked out.
Idealist.
This is the farm, and these are the peasants. We have everything. Well, this will be the creepy forest that the children are like dared to go into, and then has like a
No.
secret society in it.
No, mine's
So we
about-
have everything for our town.
Wait, Six has her own backstory.
It's okay.
Go.
I'll go with Lily's. It's fine. I like
No,
how
no,
Manly
what
said-
is it? I just
So originally it was going to be a cursed forest, but then it turned into it's a giant tree and it's growing and slowly getting closer and closer to the town to suck up its nutrients. But in the middle there's a flower fairy because I was inspired by Legend of Zelda, and
I was gonna say.
they're protecting her because she's like nature incarnate.
That's awesome.
And she probably, yeah, she's probably big like the, because like you see the people are bowing in front of her. They're not dead, I promise. They're just bowing.
'Cause if
Chad
they
seems
were
to
dead, they
really
would all-
enjoy my idea that the rich guy ate in this town. Ha! I see Milby.
where's Geeka?
Yeah, we need a geek.
I mean, there's already pink sheep.
We need Geeka.
A geek sheep.
Do it, Manny. Do it now. I dare you. Fucking dare you.
Oh, Art dares. I dare Lily to, I don't know.
Just put a big ass clover on one of the sheep.
There you
Like,
go.
oh, there she is. Ah!
She showed up on co-stream. Perfect. Wait, no, you gotta do that again to see if we can get her icon to show up in. Okay, hang on. Do I still have Geeka's? No, I don't have Geeka's emotes anymore. No, okay. Omega, I need you to do a Geeka face and see if you can get it on Manry's little farm there. Oh my god, you're so close. You're so close. Oh my god, Block, you're way off. Come on, guys. You can do better than this. I believe in you. Come on. Chloe, you were so close. Block tried. Oh, Omega's over here. All right. Oh, I never mind, guys. Look, we'll be here all day trying to get this to work out. I just don't have that energy.
Failed.
It's okay, kids. You did your best.
Useless.
You did. Oh no.
Completely useless. now.
You almost had it, kids. Oh, no. She did not go. Oh. Omega, yours are all on the wrong side. Come on, Omega. There we go. Yes! You did it! Look at all the geek.
I'm just like super delayed, so I'm just waiting for this to happen.
Yo, when did Geek get here? There's so many of them.
Geeka keeps flying over the city. She's the local
Run!
she's the local deity.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, she's invading, guys. It's a zombie
The
apocalypse.
Geeka Legion has arrived.
There she goes.
Good job. You did it.
This is now the Age of Empire simulator. Now we're getting invaded by the other team. We've had our time to build our civilization.
Okay, Co, what are you gonna put in that blank spot?
Blank spot?
Like,
Oh,
there's like that towards the fountain.
yeah.
this
You know, I
whole
didn't.
That's-
that you had.
I didn't.
You know
plan
what? That's a
anything.
abyss black hole that just exists.
That's part of when we
Uh,
do the isometric. That's the black spot.
Mm.
Yeah, this is where like everything. This is their trash.
This is the
It
landfill.
obviously goes in the peasant.
Right next to the shopping district.
Right next to the shopping district.
So that
Wait,
way
wait,
they
wait.
Well, it
can
has
go
to go where
by-
the peasants are.
You know what would be hilarious? Put a fucking Walmart there. Just
Oh my
put
God,
campers.
no.
Ruin the.
I like that you
the immersion.
spontaneously decided that this is the peasants area because that was what I set out with from the beginning.
I really like how you.
Well, we
did
had the
lake.
farm and the peasants.
Yep.
Like-
This is
like-
obviously where like the middle class rich people live, and this is like where the uber rich people live, like here and here.
and
This is just where the religious fanatics live. And then this is the center of town.
I love that center, by the way. That pattern in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you.
Like I can actually see, like walking around and everything. Like I can imagine how it would look in
Yeah.
real space. Also, I just flopped over to the community page, and there's some fantastic stuff on here.
Someone already
What's the link
said to
again?
fill the void.
It's in the yeah.
It's an archive.
Oh my god, someone said your lake looks like a dog
wow.
co.
Yeah, it does, and it is. It's a dog lake.
Dog lake.
Dog lake. Woof woof.
Dude, these are awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of dog, I love
Dude.
COVID-19 and Cheyenne here from Money. Mun's done a fantastic job of recreating that.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, who of you put?
Which one are you
did
talking
anyone
about?
copy
Which one
from-
is it?
The second one in
second
the
one.
first row. That's COVID-19
Oh,
from New Vegas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Wait,
I have to like
I
watch
haven't-
your vibe.
Yeah, the
I
eyes
haven't
are
watched that either.
hilarious.
I keep missing
Oh.
it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That's
Uh,
what you need
You
your
get a
character
dog?
go.
Yeah, I did.
God damn it.
And that's exactly what he looks
Does
like.
it still have the eye bug?
So on my first session it did, and then on the second session the eyes were back where they belonged.
Oh,
well, not for long.
no.
and then Cheyenne got shot and killed.
Oh.
It was a terrible arc for the dog.
Yeah, and then over here, Sito's just amazing scene here.
I still don't believe that she's not using Clip Studio again.
You're witnessing it.
I still don't believe it. No, it can't fool me.
Oh, I love Fart's monster here. This looks fantastic.
Yeah. Who
And
is
of course-
Fart?
Wait, who's the first
I
guy?
don't know.
The like
I
random
also-
peasant guy.
I also appreciate
It's a villager.
Fart crossed out hero and was just like no creature. I appreciate an artist who's willing to like work with what they got.
That's totally allowed.
Good job,
And-
Fart.
And then
Good job,
always,
Fart.
as
Good job, Fart.
always, Richie's
Good job,
frogs
pooping.
are fantastic.
Yeah, Richie's
I
Krog
love
there, the like Renaissance painting Krog.
Yeah,
Very good.
I like that one.
Richie, I need you to get in contact with Craggett so that way we can post this as a giant painting. That way we can send it to Craig and have it behind his head at all.
Oh, no.
So
Just fill his house with like our horrible drawings.
these are all the denizens of our
oh,
town.
of our town.
Yeah. So
Wow, I can't believe a sunset lives in our town.
a sunset.
I know,
Well,
right?
that's the scene.
That's
That's
the
the
color of
scene.
our sky.
Yeah.
That's what our sky looks like at
These are-
sunset.
These are all necessary elements. Now I
Yeah,
say,
the pizza guy is obviously in my district. You know,
Ethan,
he has the pizza parlor.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. The peasant, the villager in the first one. And I want to say COVID. Both live in my sector.
I want to say COVID goes between like the radical religious group and the
Yeah,
peasant.
that's fair.
district.
That's fair. And then the creatures over here, I feel like they all emanate out from Six's
The farm.
tree of
And the tree.
absorption.
I thought they were just like the normal ass people who looked like that.
And then definitely
Just
Frog
wait.
in his Renaissance look is in the rich people.
Oh, Sethos circled
did.
hero and then wrote "Just wait."
Oh.
Oh.
There's not a whole lot of time left. You have 4 minutes. at least before I go.
Speed run it. Speed run. Speed run. Go, 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 go.
I gotta go grab.
wow.
Believe
dinner.
in you.
I didn't realize how late it was.
sense of horror Cetos feeling right now.
Don't rush, Setho. I can probably go over a little bit as well.
I didn't realize how late it was.
And Soma's
Oh, yeah.
creatures could certainly live amongst the tree. There's like some dragon plus some griffin crog kind of going on there.
Ooh, Griffin.
It's a
Crog.
crog.
Good idea.
It's a crog.
Richie's painting could be for sale in one of the merchant stores.
I just realized
That's
something.
true.
This is like the reverse of what this is like the opposite of what when people watch Co. Now it's we're watching the people who watch Co.
We're watching you now.
And now we're
how the
heckling them.
turns have tabled.
Where do you guys think the pink-haired like witch lady is gonna be?
Saps. Well, okay. I think Saf's character is from Harry Potter. The glasses and the lightning
Oh,
bolt
the-
made me think Harry Potter instantaneously.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Oh,
a
she
fairy.
owns a magic shop in my district.
There you
There
go.
you go.
We've all been greedy and
And
we
then
took
she-
everything. Clark and Pat get no villagers whatsoever.
Yeah.
And Manry either.
Well, that's where the rich people live. They get all the land.
We've got Milby in his
Eventually, they
area,
all
it's
come
fine.
to me. Eventually, they all come to me. That's
It's true. Manry has Milby, and that's all Manry needs. We know that.
and Geeka.
And Giga.
Oh, right, and Geeka.
And any emotes that happen
We
to
could
fall
say
in
like
there.
some of the monsters are like in the pen too.
There you go.
And then your what was your dog's name?
Oh,
Chewy?
I didn't. Oh, wait, what? My real dog?
The video
Cheyenne.
game dog. The Cheyenne.
Oh, that's not
Cheyenne
my
is
dog.
buried at the farm.
No,
I
it
know,
was an
I know.
NPC's dog.
I know, but like the dog is buried at the farm.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Yo,
You
Had to
you,
shoot.
you quote unquote let her roam on the farm. You took her to the farm.
the farm. Yeah. Right.
I'm sorry, child.
She just
I'm
lives in the
sorry,
country now.
cousin
She lives
child.
in the country now.
Your dog ran away to the farm.
I want to say 6. I'm getting massive Laputa vibes from your
Wait, what?
drawing. Laputa?
Well, we showed that like picture of the tree, right? The tree village. That's what I'm thinking of.
Chat can't see it though. Unless my screen froze. Hold on. Oh, did my co-stream actually freeze? No, okay.
No, I don't think.
No,
It's still
no,
going.
Code's still showing the community.
I love this fan art of COVID so much. I love all this art, but I keep staring at him because it's such a good rendition of him. It's so perfect.
It is.
Even
Lovely.
the goofy DLC clothes that he's wearing.
Like,
In the
this
style of The
fantastic
Office.
line. Like I can imagine a cartoon in this style.
For sure.
following them.
I love the face. It's so it's so accurate. It's so accurate, but like so it's like got kind of a cartoony quality to it. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it.
It got the nose just right.
Very
The,
much
the,
so.
the most important part.
Also on
Oh, he's like, Is he related to Nigel Thornberry?
Kinda, yeah. I think someone definitely brought Nigel up when we were making him.
Any character with that nose is related.
Wait. Okay, Sito. So I'm either thinking like Zelda 2: Adventure of Link or Breath of the Wild. Also, did you make? Wait, is Fart's creature a chef now? Are you changing changing districts?
Oh no, we're like the districts in what the Hunger Games.
Or is he
Oh,
farting
no.
from his head?
Oh,
Or like Harry Potter houses.
We haven't established like
Billy.
what the sentient beings. What?
Billy.
Whoa.
Really?
I love this style, Billy. I wanted to comment that I appreciate the long mouth.
Yeah.
When I make monsters like this, I also like to do the long mouth.
Oh my
Is
god,
that
no,
close
you're fart
to
now.
the baker? Yeah.
Billy the fart.
Congratulations.
Long mouth for
On
eating
you.
bread.
He's at the pizza shop with the other chef in the corner.
Yeah.
That's his assistant. He helps make the pizza.
I can imagine this, weirdly enough. All it took is this tiny chef's hat, which I don't know that for sure that it's a chef's hat. But that's how I'm interpreting it. I can see him like this huge hunched over nightmare creature with like a one of those big wooden pizza slabs, you know what I'm talking about, that they use for the brick fired pizzas. Just pulling it out.
He just communicates by grunting.
Giant loaf of
Hey,
bread
Billy.
on it. Well, actually, the way that thing looks, it's got to be like abyss sounds, like just taking orders, and that's how it responds.
Billy, I know.
but everybody understands it. It's got that cousin it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of aura.
Yeah. Like yeah.
See, this is better than like I tried to slot everything into its most likely, but it's way better to just break the
Yeah. Draw that pizza slab.
mold.
Oh, I would totally get my calzones from this guy. Like, they definitely know how to make some calzones.
Maybe it can breathe some fire on it, or maybe its breath is like seasoning, so it's not hot breath; it's just weird breath.
It toasts the cheese. Makes the cheese like gives it a really nice crust on top.
Oh, 6! I love
And
these.
because it's a fantasy world, there's no health.
Oh, thank you.
I love the highlights that you're doing. Oh, the
Oh, thank you.
flower.
Yeah, I was just about to comment.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Just
Yes.
toss up wet
So,
paprika.
so anybody making an indie game,
We have a map for you.
We have this
Yeah.
chaotic map for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No cohesion.
No sense of scale.
No sense of scale. There's like,
No actual.
Very
There's
nice.
only one sort of road. We didn't really fill in the roads.
it's implied.
You have to jump across the void to get to the next part of town.
Oh, there's like floating islands that are like connected.
Yeah, there you go. It's
With
like
bridges?
it's like Minecraft floating islands.
There you
If
go.
you fall, you're freaking dead, kiddo.
Yeah, kiddo.
so we gotta draw the underground cave system that all these ravines of just sheer cliff face go to. But, I feel like we gotta name your lake
It's Doggo Lake,
Doggo Lake, Cheyenne Lake.
Cheyenne Lake.
Oh no. The sadness returns.
In memoriam.
In memoriam. Oh, I like the little dock and little boat you made and the little lake. It's so cute.
Thank you.
God, Co, what was your pen size? Like 1?
Yeah. I ran out of ideas very quickly, I'll say, with this, unfortunately.
I think the
Oh.
isometric one will be fun because like we can come up with like a town theme maybe because I think this one we're just kind of being the wild west and just
Oh,
going
Co,
with
you
it.
need to have little
Yeah.
islands in the lake that represent Cheyenne's eyes.
Islands?
I.
Little
Oh.
islands.
Oh.
No, I'm leaving.
Go on, leave, coward. I've had me and Lily know all about the puns. We live in the puns.
Oh. But yeah, no, we definitely can be do a like a thematic idea for the isometric one. I'm actually really excited for the isometric one. Do we
I
actually
think
have
we
an
should
idea for
start
next week?
out. I think we
What
should
is it?
start out with our own little rooms and then work like so we can get used to like doing isometric and then like
Yeah.
work on a city together. I think that should be your plan next week. That
So
sounds
do
like
we
fun.
want to make the next couple weeks like our D&D theme where like today we did like a town map and then we'll do like the room thing, the isometric. And then we could do something like a dungeon map maybe.
Maybe. Ooh.
And have like
we could
like it's
Make
the
a
castle like the
dungeon? Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
then
to say like castles, some ruins for the isometric city.
yeah.
I like it.
We'll have to brainstorm.
I want to do
Yeah.
the internal rooms, though, too, at some point, if we can.
No, that what was what
Yeah,
we're talking
that'll
about.
be that'll be next week. That'll be like our warm up to kind of like get into groove of isometric because I've never really done isometric, so I want to just
Right,
kind of like
right.
practice
Practice.
it, I suppose.
That'll be cool.
Warm up with it.
I'm into it.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
let's do it.
I can't believe we actually have an idea ahead of time. This is weird.
Who are we?
I don't know any of you. With your ideas.
I do
and
like to think,
plans.
Co, that this building that you never finished over here, like somebody walked around with like some black spray paint on the ground. They're like, all right, this is gonna be my.
Yeah. There actually aren't any buildings. Those are all just drawings on the ground.
They're so
That's
poor.
They have to pretend.
They all drew the roofs. And it's like, yeah, this is how it looks.
I think that it's definitely...
The lake is just blue paint.
yeah, there's no water there. It's just a
it's
giant
cute.
child's chalk drawing. The hugest child.
Oh, it's
Geeka
not the
came
peasant
over.
section. It's the daycare center.
For giant children.
For giant children.
Did Sito end up just drawing a gravestone?
Yep.
Okay.
A dead hero.
Oh no.
See now Geeka, now Sito belongs in my my district.
Right. I think that was the plan.
Nice.
What's that blue dot? Oh. Yeah, what is that blue dot?
dot?
Saf?
Probably somebody may have accidentally joined
Was it me?
and
Oh
they-
god.
Oh.
It was me, probably.
Cocam!
It was me.
Yep.
I clicked.
Oh.
I clicked with
Shame.
Cocam.
Shame.
Shame.
I fixed it. I
Vandal.
fixed it. It's not vandalism. I'm not griefing. Come on.
Oh my god, I'm griefing people's drawings. SMH my
Banco
lord.
2021.
Oh no.
Time to
Months
cancel.
know.
We're canceling Co. Hashtag co-cancel.
I always knew this would happen. I think the
Oh,
isometric is gonna, I think, will be very interesting because I think that it. I think we actually started with the hardest thing. I think drawing top down like this is really tough.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. It's also very hard to like convey any cool ideas from top down. I feel like.
Yeah, it's hard to convey like height of buildings or something like that. You'd have to like probably go like with shading or something to get that.
Yeah.
or any like any creative design. Well, six alone withstanding.
Oh, wow. What's that? What's that? What's that?
What? Nothing.
Is
Nothing.
it a spider? Is that a
No.
spider?
A spider.
It's a Krog.
Oh, it's Krog. It's Krog.
It's the
Uh,
cutest, tiniest little Krog.
That's actually a pretty big ass Krog.
Yeah, yeah. At the end of the
He's flying
day,
up towards the sky.
that's a
Wait,
Krog
Wait,
that
no,
won't
no,
fit through
he's
the front door.
flying. He's actually closer to the camera because he's flying.
Yeah, he's
So he
flying
just
up.
looks bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Quick, Six, do like a shadow on the ground. That's like where his shadow is. Just like far away.
You talk about it being a spider. It actually, I freaked out my brother because I was, with the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, I told him, it's like, yeah, now we're actually gonna be inside the caves and stuff. We're gonna start seeing the spider monsters, the Skulltulas come out and new graphics and everything. He's like, no, please no spiders. Knee. Krog's proportions are dependent on the mood and perception of the beholder.
Yes.
Yes.
Accurate. Krog has
Krog.
no set form.
Krog is Krog.
Mm-hmm. Krog is eternal.
Krog is us and we are Krog.
In fact, this whole city is on the back of a Krog.
Who's got the typewriter?
That's, I think, like,
Oh,
Nope, it wasn't me. I have not been typing.
I'm not looking at
me.
Discord, but I would guess
Pat.
Pat. It's always Pat.
It's always bad.
It's like, where's my mic? I sometimes can't hear shit. Other times it hears the goddamn pin drop across the city.
Well, my friends.
I'm distracted by your dang politics chat, Co.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. Doom scrolling.
No doom scrolling. No.
Dinner
Go
awaits
ahead.
me.
Scrolling.
You know what you should
You
do?
eat dinner this late?
It's
Yeah.
a different time.
Well, no, I'm in your time now.
It's 9 o'clock.
Really? Yo, at 5 EST.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're eating dinner at midnight?
Time is a construct that big mattress companies just try to push onto us so they can sell pillows and mattresses. Don't be fooled by the big mattress mogul. Moguls? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah,
Mogul?
moguls.
Yeah, I was thinking
Moguls.
Moguls. Yeah, don't look.
Moogles.
Yeah,
They have
moguls.
little
Exactly.
fluffy things that
Yeah.
protrude off their heads.
Yeah. But yeah, go get some food, friend. It was fun.
Sometimes we eat before the stream, but if we fail to do that, then we have to eat after the stream. So sometimes we eat at midnight.
Gotcha.
So what?
God, I
what
must
are we
have like
eating?
sucked.
What are we eating? I want some. We getting some steak and some lobster tail.
I think we're having tacos.
Oh, tacos.
Yes.
Manri said just eat during. Give us that Milby sound.
Oh God.
Oh, muck.
Having
Bang
lived
it. Mukbang
through Milby and Badge on the mics, I could never.
Oh, God.
I'm
It's the
sorry,
British
but-
that like to eat on their mics.
For me, for myself, I feel like it's the one most evil transgression you can do on your microphone is fucking give everybody extremely
fucking-
intimate mouth sounds of you eating on the mic. Please, God, no.
No,
Which
stop.
is worse, the mouth sounds or
The
the
whole
clicking of the
package.
spoon?
That whole
Manri
package.
said get in my mouth.
The whole thing, man. I can't watch
Just
any
make
of
nom
those
sounds.
videos
Nom,
where
nom,
people
nom, nom,
eat.
nom, nom, nom.
I can't do it.
Oh.
Slurp, glorp, slurp, borp. I like how that rhymes.
I'm with you there, Co. I would. Oh.
Yeah, like I get that for some people it's entertaining or fine or doesn't bother them, but for me it's just nails on a chalkboard.
That's a good way for me to leave a stream is if I hear num 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 num. I'm like, nope. If I can tell what you're eating through your microphone, And without photos or pictures of it, I'm done. I'm out. Goodbye forever.
I will have to say probably the one exception to all of it is if it's a cooking stream and they're eating. Yeah.
Well, normally in cooking streams, they don't have the mouth like right towards the mic. It's
Yeah.
like
Okay. You got a point there.
yeah, like I've watched like a couple people do
Yeah.
cooking streams, and the mic is quite far from where they are. They don't have like a mouth going. Yep, that soup tastes delicious.
Also, to be fair to Badge, I don't think I can recall him actually eating on the mic. He was just notorious for like every other kind of like bad mic discipline. Not to
Just out
mention
here
like the
roasting
whole world.
Badge.
Like if he himself wasn't like opening a bag of crisps on the mic, there would be a fucking jumbo jet or something to fill in the blank.
Yeah.
He was almost as bad as Pat.
Wow.
Sorry, we got another long string of typing again. I couldn't resist.
I know why my keyboard's so loud.
You gotta do
It's
that
okay.
push to talk, my son.
I like the sound. I like the sound of keyboards.
Really?
It's very relaxing.
You have a
I don't know,
mechanical?
like
I-
depending on the
I do
keyboard.
like- yeah, I do like my mechanical. It just if I press it on the button and I don't hear it click, I assume there's something wrong with the button.
See, I have an issue
Yeah,
with
true. I have to have.
like if I'm talking with somebody and then all of a sudden I'll hear like a bunch of like noise in the background. Like it bothers me so much that every now and then you hear like the motorcycle because like my brain is suddenly like trying to drown out the sound while also trying to talk to people. And I don't know why my
You
brain's
can
like
barely
that.
hear it though.
Wait, hear what? The
The
motorcycle?
motorcycle.
Really?
It's like you can kind of hear it, but it's like it's not like obnoxious or
Oh.
anything.
I'm thankfully the type of
I-
person who, if you don't point it out, I probably would have never noticed it. like my brain just like, okay, you're talking, I'm listening to you. There could be a bomb going off behind me. No, you're talking, I'm listening to you. You point it out, now I can't not hear it.
Yeah, anyway. Ko, you should go have some food.
I should.
Yeah, go eat some
I should.
tacos.
Enjoy
Well,
those tacos.
Thanks for being here, as
Great.
always.
Thank
It's
you for
always
having
me.
lovely hanging with you
Having
guys.
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I go type really
I love
loudly
that.
on my own time.
Look, I'm sorry, Pat.
Yep. I hope next stream you have the mic just directly on your keyboard so we can hear every press.
Please,
It
God,
turned-
no.
It turns out I didn't have noise suppression turned on. That's probably why.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Now you learn.
It's
Good night,
it's
chat.
always an evolving thing.
Audio is terrible.
Yeah,
Good job on your drawings too, chat. They were very lovely.
absolutely.
Very.
As
lovely.
always.
Let me switch over to those one more time before I go.
You just want to see COVID again.
I mean, true, but I want to see them all. I love them all. They're all worthy of love. You guys did awesome.
God dang, Sito, that's amazing.
Oh, here, let me take a screenshot of ours so people can see it. I expect if any of you guys play D&D, I 100% expect you guys to use this map, even though there's a gaping void.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
sorry.
And,
Actually,
and the buildings are all different sizes.
It's fine.
actually though, with the void, you can play it off like
Yeah.
you know, your party visits from town. There's a huge void. They'd be like, yeah, a wizard came by, he farted, it blew it up. There's
Or just fill it in with your own building.
or
Put a
wizard
tavern there.
farted. Wizard farted.
Hey, if anything, it's more interesting than a typical map because it's completely bonkers.
Exactly.
You weave it into your story. You have to explain
kinda-
all this shit.
Having the grid texture there kind of reminds me of when people when people use like the Photoshop transparency
Yeah.
texture to represent like something that shouldn't be visible in like costumes.
It's camo for robots.
Yeah. Remember that Geodude costume people had a while ago, and it was just the guy's pants was just a Photoshop transparency texture.
Mm-mm.
I need to show you that.
Oh no, I haven't seen that before, but that's actually kind of
Oh,
clever.
I think I get it. Is the idea that the legs aren't supposed to be there?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're supposed to read it as transparent.
Right. That's pretty good. I like that idea. Someone should just do a
Well, not-
costume where they're entirely the Photoshop transparent background, and
I was
then
gonna
they're
say
invisible.
it's computer camo.
Yeah.
Posted it.
Computer camo.
Oh, Lord, I like
Oh, it's Vic, so you'll smile.
Hey, take a look at this.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that's amazing.
Nice.
That's very
It's so
good.
good.
All right,
That's
my
cute.
lovelies. I'm out of here.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good
have a
night,
good one.
everybody. Have a good one. It was
Bye.
great as always.
Bye,
Yeah.
chat.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm going to go eat some tacos and watch a movie with Nakomi. But this was great. Loved your drawings, everybody. Very cool stuff. I hope you enjoyed. It was just a good time. Good shit. Tomorrow, Sunday is gun day, usually. I didn't get on early today. Maybe I'll get on early tomorrow. Depends on how things are going. So, whenever I get on, I'll see you guys then. Have a great night.